Well, hello, a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV to Freeview 89. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shayley, but together we are not alone this morning.
We're not. We've got our good friend.
We have back with a product that completely sold out when she was with us last time.
Yeah, Fiona Summers joined us. She will bring us a great range of fitness, Fiona. But like Hayley said, last time we had this, sold out in the show.
I know, absolutely brilliant show. I'm delighted that so many people got my cardio core.
It's one of your absolute favourites, isn't it?
Yes.
And you've designed some amazing pieces of fitness equipment for us to use at home.
Yes, I think the thing I love about this is when we think about cardio, we think, oh, hot, sweaty, out of puff, can't do. No, this is what I call sneaky cardio. This is something you can do sitting down, and also brilliant for the core, because say goodbye to sit-ups, say goodbye to whatever, crunches. This is going to do it for you.
Absolutely brilliant.
It really is. You can so feel it. And it's like a mixture of lots of different machines. It's like a cycle. It could be like a rowing machine. You could be just using the upper body. You could be, and we go quite crazy on it because we love the resistance is fabulous. But you can be nice and gentle. Perhaps you are really struggling and with the strength in your legs, with the strength in your tummy, because honestly, by sitting down and using this, you're working all of those legs, you're working and moving those hips, you're working that core, that balance, and you're working the upper body.
Yeah, it's brilliant. If you've not shopped with us before, you just need that number on the top of your screen. 491928 is the number. Shopontv.co.uk, the easiest way to shop, or you can order on the phone. 03333 241 241. It's reduced from just under £90 to £59, and that comes down to £21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. So many features, it's feature packed, and there's loads of benefits as well that we're going to get Fiona to talk us through. Just take a look at this. In 60 seconds a day, you're strengthening that core, you're burning fat, and it's lightweight, it's easy to store as well.
And you're at home as well, which is fantastic, which means you haven't got to get a gym membership. You haven't got to join a gym, be intimidated with getting in, walking into a gym. And the lovely thing is, this is lots of different pieces of fitness equipment in one, but low impact. This is so important to me because my knees aren't great, Fiona. The lovely thing is, though I'm getting a cardio workout, I'm not getting those horrible knees that I do when I'm bouncing around trying to get a cardio workout.
Actually, that's a really good point, because I think most cardio is impact. It is jogging, it's running, it's taking those steps. But actually, maybe it's too hot, maybe it's too cold, maybe it's too wet. This is the perfect way for many of us. I mean, I'm 60 now, but for many of us, as we get older, this is the perfect way to just bring a little bit of cardio, but whilst you're sitting. I've always, honestly, for the last 30 years, I've said to people, get off the sofa.
This is the absolute truth.
Do something. And now I'm like, actually, you can stay on the sofa now, but let's interrupt your sitting. Look at this. It is the ankles, it is the knees, it is the hips. It could be just one leg. It could just be a way of stepping. You're right, it replaces many other things like a treadmill, a stair climber, an elliptical, or a rowing machine, because you can do the upper body as well. And obviously, if you do the two together, and we can go through the different ways of using it, you are really activating those core muscles. But look, I'm sitting nice and tall, I'm supported. Many people can't do sit-ups or crunches, whatever they're called, because they have difficulties with their backs. I'm sitting, I'm supported comfortably, but I'm getting cardiovascular, burning calories, releasing endorphins, helping to get a better night's sleep. You know, it is the strengthening, the toning. And look at these, Hayley, Sean, resistance bands. Why? Because we know resistance bands is great for strength training. It's great for, getting the bone density, muscle mass, huge benefits with just some simple, straightforward, effortless, but beneficial steps.
And it is all about that resistance training. Do your own research why resistance training is so good and why it's so good for the girls and the guys, but particularly the ladies, for that bone density, that bone mass and that strength. Are you really struggling with everyday things? Perhaps your arms feel weak. Perhaps it's your legs that don't feel as strong as they used to be. Perhaps it is that you haven't got that balance. You need to work that core so easily. You're doing all of that with one piece of equipment that's in your home, that hides away by the side of the sofa, that you don't have to spend hours upon end on, that you can just grab in the morning to get that bounce into your step, that you can actually, do a little bit of exercise before night, perhaps to help you sleep that little bit better. But seeing it, Fiona, worked in so many different ways.
Definitely. I mean, there's the legs. You could start with just one leg. You know, many of us, we suddenly lose the ability to keep doing any kind of movement because of an injury or a fall or just aging. So to be able to just step with one leg, you know, is a perfect way to start. Again, just very gently, one after the other, just gentle movements you can start. Maybe it's just the upper body that you want to do. You can use it with the hands over the top. You can pull them underneath. These are activating
that's good.
upper arm muscles, the rear muscles. But with every move, we're activating the core muscles. So leg muscles, upper arm muscles, the core muscles. That's why we call it cardio core. We were thinking, what can we use? Well, what can we call this? It does so many different things. And I'm like, well, it's cardio, it's core. We'll call it.
There it is.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, it is so versatile. You will never be bored of using this, and you're going to reap the benefits because you really are getting that full body workout with, of course, working that core, working the upper arms, working the legs in so many different ways too. You do get a lovely instruction booklet sort of with it as well, don't you?
Definitely. It's always, you know, I think it's really beneficial to show everybody how to use that. I mean, this is simple, different ways of using it, the legs, the upper body, but no, we always have some, you know, way of holding your hand so that you really can maximize the ways of, you know, different ways of using it. But one thing you did say is it's silent. There's no electricity. That's one thing I do love about it. There's no impact on the joints, and we're sitting, we're chatting. So as I say, cardio, I always think is quite a, it's kind of like frightening word. It's like powerful, it's like energizing, sweaty, exhausting. But this actually isn't.
Yeah.
No, but you're still feeling all those benefits. That's what I love about it.
Without all the bounce, without the, for me, the bad knees, because cardio workouts do not work for me. But you want a cardio workout because that's helping you burn those calories. That's helping you trim down, get perhaps a little bit trimmer. But the great thing with this is all about getting trimmer, getting fitter, getting stronger. And so many people talking about, you know, strength.
Strength training.
Strength back.
Yeah, so important. If you do want to shop with us, you just need that number on the top of the screen there. 491928 is your item number. shopontv.co.uk. We've got a great range of products from Fiona Summers. Go to the live show and you'll see our YouTube channel. You can click and subscribe on YouTube so you can watch all the previous shows, and then you can take a look at all the other products that Fiona's brought us. Cardio Core is the first product there,
which is back in stock, sold out last time with us. And actually another favourite is the Gym Magic. We all absolutely love this. Everybody in the studio has got this product because we travel so much. This is a gym in the boot of the car. This is a gym in the palm of your hand. We will go into more detail about this, but my goodness, Fiona, again, this is a full body workout. It is your own little gym, your own weights. It's everything, isn't it?
I mean, really, absolutely everything, but also for all ages. I think so many people, they don't know where to start. This is a perfect way to do effortless stretches as well as strength training. Absolutely brilliant. And yes, the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand.
It is, and honestly, you can change that resistance as well. I love the fact that first thing in the morning, and this is how Sean uses it, because you always wake up with a bit of a funny back, you really get a really good stretch.
That morning stretch, it's brilliant. And then you can change the resistance just by rolling those resistance bands around the bar. It increases the resistance, which means it's for every level of fitness. It's really easy to take with you. We went away for a few days to Portugal on holiday. We put it in the case, and it was the only bit of equipment we needed.
And everybody used it around the pool, which was fantastic. We're going away soon, and we'll be packing it again because we will not travel without this now. So honestly, like Fiona said, any age range and price-wise, you've got fantastic value for money. And we have got as well a brand new product that we haven't had before from Fiona.
And we're going to give you a sneaky peek of this just because stock-wise we don't have as much stock as we would have liked. This is about activating all your leg muscles. It's the step and stretch. It's resistance and strengthening in every step, Fiona.
It is, because I think many of us, you know, we have difficulty with balance. We have difficulty picking our feet up. We have, you know, difficulty feeling confident on our feet. This is a perfect way to stretch, to remobilize ankles, lower leg. Keep this leg strong so that we're always, you know, balanced and connected to life, because that's what our feet do. It's simple ways, different movements. Each single movement is bringing with it resistance, but it's going to help. Maybe you have difficulty in circulation of your lower leg. Maybe everything's a little swollen. Maybe you're sitting there now going, my feet are killing me. My legs are aching. Or maybe first thing in the morning when you get out of bed, you're like, things don't feel great. You're not skipping across the room because your ankles, your lower leg are slightly stiff. They're uncomfortable. They don't feel great. This is just a great way to sit and get that mobility, strengthening and stretch in a very, very important part of the body.
We were blown away with the resistance on that, how it really does feel, not only through the lower legs, and if you have got those tired legs, those heavy legs are going to be amazing, but that ankle, that mobility of the ankles. I think lots of us sort of drag our feet, getting that movement in the feet, but you feel it in your knees, you feel it in your hips. It's incredible.
It's all the way through to the core as well, but mobility, stretching, strengthening. And as I say, so many people do stop doing things in life because they don't feel balanced, and it's a very difficult part of the body to actually strengthen, but more importantly to keep flexible, to stop those, you know, the possibilities of strains and sprains and rotating the ankles. We do need to keep that whole area flexible and mobile, and this is the perfect way of interrupting your sitting but getting everything going in the lower
Whilst you're watching TV, whilst you're at home, when you've got 5 minutes, honestly, Fiona's products are incredible and work for people because you can use them at home so easily. Got lots of little extras on there as well. We've got a bag for the gym. We've got extra bands as well for our cardio core. But before we go back to cardio core, let's just tell you we have got available our liquid collagen, which is always such a popular product. And this is, it's all about your well-being tonight, and this is your well-being from inside out.
And the reason we need collagen is because it naturally depletes in our body from much earlier than you would imagine. And when we lose something, we need to replace it. So this is a collagen supplement, but a liquid collagen.
And collagen is virtually the glue that holds our body together. It's in our skin, it's in our bones, our muscles, our ligaments. So, you know, as you age and you start to notice those lines and the sagginess to the chin, it's sort of the, well, actually it is your chin area, isn't it? It's your jowls, and perhaps it's the underarm area. We lose the strength in our skin. That is your collagen depleting. But you notice it in your body as well when you get out of bed. You know, it's a little bit harder, isn't it, to get out of a low chair. After you're gardening, everything seems a little bit more difficult. And again, that's that collagen depletion. And like Sean says, if we're losing collagen and it's causing us to look and feel old, doesn't it make sense to take it? And then you'll see the benefits, and it is all about the benefits of that liquid collagen.
Always individual results will vary, but imagine if you had less aches and pains in your muscles and joints, firmer skin, as Hayley was talking about. The great thing, because it's liquid collagen, it's quick absorption, and you might even benefit from stronger hair and nails. If you want to look at the benefits of a collagen supplement, just pop that in your search engine. This is half price pretty much. It's $29.99. It's the most gorgeous flavour. Keep it in the fridge, take it first thing in the morning. And it's 10,000 milligrams per serving.
And do take it in the morning, because lots of people mention that they do feel it gives them that little bit of extra energy,
that little
that
bounce.
kickstart to the day. And out the fridge, it is just so tasty. Multi-order if you can, obviously with a supplement. The longer you take it, the better those results. And grab that whilst we do have stock. We so often do sell out of that. And of course, you'll find that on our website.
Yeah, 460-114 is your item number for the collagen. All about well-being, as Hayley said, and all about getting that spring in your step. And when we first brought the cardio core, it sold out in the first show. You absolutely loved it. This is a piece of kit for every level of fitness, Fiona, isn't it?
It really is. It's a perfect place to start. A lot of people, as they get older, they're just saying, right, it's too late. There's nothing I can do. They don't necessarily want to go to the gym. They've stopped taking their steps. They're not that confident on their feet or their legs. This is the perfect place to start. If you think about it, it comes fully assembled. It is very lightweight. I'm just holding it in one hand straight out the box. And even if it's just, you can only use one leg. Maybe the other leg
That's a great
had
point,
difficulty with, just to get it going. Or one leg you actually want to get stronger than the other one. Just start getting those steps in whilst you're sitting down. Start working on the upper body. It's silent, there's no electricity, there's no impact on the joints, but it's going to help the joints, it's going to help strengthen. We have resistance bands. We have an extra set of resistance bands, which I know we're going to talk about, that you can actually buy, which you can add one each side to add an extra 60%, I think about 60% resistance. So maybe if you're thinking, this could be good for me, but actually what about my son or maybe my husband who maybe wants a little bit more resistance? I think those are great to add on. But what I love about it is when we think about cardio, we do think high intensity, we think exhausting, we think loads of impact, we think absolutely no is what I think when I think of cardio. But this is cardio whilst you're sitting. This is a way of interrupting your sitting, but just getting everything going in a very safe, controlled. You can sit fully supported. Maybe a lot of people, they feel they can't do cardio because they've had difficulties with their backs. I believe sitting down, supporting the back is a great way to be able to get your steps in. And we haven't talked about the happy dolphin.
No, we haven't yet.
The happy dolphin.
Where are they?
We're on sofas. You could be on an armchair. You could be on a kitchen chair. You know, or you just find somewhere where you're comfortable. And those happy dolphins we're talking about, that's the happy endorphins. I think lots of us think exercise will make you tired. I haven't got the energy to exercise. You'll be blown away that actually when you do exercise, it energises you.
It makes you feel better for the day.
Yeah,
Well, it does
I've
definitely with you
always
and
called
me.
it happy dolphins. It's happy endorphins. It's the buzz that it gives your body and a great kickstart to any day. And honestly, it's so easy to use. This is going to fit into your everyday, whether you're watching your favourite soap, whether you're watching the news in the morning. And remember, not only getting your steps in, working the upper body, working that core, which is all about your balance, which is so important. When you fall and trip, it's your strength of your core that keeps you upright.
That total body seated workout, like you say, in low impact, no pressure on the joints, the arms, the legs, the core, the abs. And it's simple, it's lightweight, storage-wise, it's not a massive bit of equipment. You can have it by the side of the sofa, under the sofa even, Fiona.
Definitely, it's very, very small. And also, you know, we talk about a workout, we talk about cardio, but actually burning calories. Obviously, we're using big muscles here, all the lower leg, all the upper body. These are big muscles to burn calories as well. So, you know, maybe one of the reasons that you're thinking, hold on, this is something I really could benefit from, is that, you know, you're wearing your shorts and your tops and you're thinking, I look a little different this year. Need to do something about it. But as we get older, you know, I personally, I've always been a bit allergic to going to the gym. And if I had a gym membership, it would just become a gym donation because I wouldn't go. But the idea of being able to just sit and watch television, you could actually be on a Teams call, just to be able to interrupt your sitting, get a cardio, get a strength training, resistance training. I'm 60, I need to work on bone density, muscle mass. The way that we do that is resistance. So this is really going to help an important depleting part of, you know, getting old.
Again, it's something we lose. We don't use it, we lose it, don't we? It's as simple as that.
That is the thing, and sometimes it's a bit frightening. What should I do? What can I do? And to go to a gym for a lot of people is completely intimidating. You'll never feel comfortable. And the great thing is you can be very much in your pyjamas, have a pair of decent shoes on, and you can be happily working out. I wouldn't even get to, to get to my gym, it's about 20, 25 minutes. I could do a full body workout.
Well, you've got to get ready first. Then it's 25 minutes to get there. Then you've got to go in the changing room. Then you've got to queue up for all the machines. This is replacing so many different machines, isn't it?
There's lots of reasons to not bother. You think, oh, I haven't really got time. You've always got time for this because it's just a few minutes in the morning, a few minutes in an evening. The more you can do, and like Fiona was saying, it's whilst you're watching the TV, it's like whilst you're doing your everyday things, you're just getting that movement, those steps in. How important is walking? But then also you're getting that movement to the joints, but low impact. So if you do have, like me, I've got knees that don't want to bounce around anymore. They bounce for too many years.
Well, you can't run, can you?
No, not at all. But then you still want to work the core, but then an upper body, it's multitasking because we're doing the lower body, we're doing the core, we're doing the upper body, we're getting a cardio workout, which lots of things don't give you that real workout that allow you to burn those calories. And Fiona, this truly is doing the whole lot with one piece of equipment.
It is, and I think it's effortless. As I say, cardio always sounds exhausting.
It does.
It sounds high impact. It sounds the kind of thing that the teenagers do. No, this is the perfect way to do cardio, but protecting at the same time. There is no impact pretty much. So it's great to bring the resistance training, the strength training that we know we need. But whilst we're sitting down, as I've always said before, with, you know, leg masks I sold for many years, and I always said, get off the sofa. The sofa is not good for you. Get off it. Now I'm like, actually,
sit down.
Changed my mind. Stay on the sofa, relax on the sofa, but get your steps in, get your upper body, and it is going to replace the rowing machine, ellipticals, stair climbers, you know, treadmills. All of those you are able to do with something which is a lot cheaper, takes up a lot less space, comes fully assembled. Yeah, just keep it underneath it. It comes, we'll show you how flat it comes if you want to just lay it under your bed. But, you know, you can use it whilst you sit down, first thing in the morning. get going. Just put it out. I'll show you. This, you can either lock it in an upright position, which means it could actually just go next to you. Just tuck it away, and it comes fully assembled. Everything we ever sell is fully assembled.
No building.
Oh, for me, if anything needs to be put together, it just goes straight back.
I send it straight back, Fiona. As soon as you see there's 300 screws and you want to count the different bolts and things, this is how it comes.
It just comes like this, so if you want to just pop it underneath your bed, you just can pull it out. Again, look, I can hold it with one little finger.
Yeah.
Super lightweight.
It's very light. So take it away with you. If you want to take it away, use it the other way around.
Yeah, it's going to go in the boot of the car if you go perhaps to a caravan for a couple of weeks and you want to still work out.
And all you have to do is just get going. But it could be as simple as just simple movements like this. I mean, have a look. Every time I'm using my leg, you can see the muscles here. You can see the muscles here. They're being activated. They're being woken up. And very important muscles to be woken up for standing, for walking. Maybe you've stopped doing them. Maybe you even stopped going away on holiday this year because you're just thinking, I'm not sure I can even walk to the plane. I'm not sure, and I don't want to get one of those people to help me. You know, I think so many people become a prisoner of lack of mobility.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I think all our products, especially this, is something that it's effortless, important, but it's going to help you say yes to life and everything you want to do in it, but in a perfectly comfortable, relaxing way in your lounge or sitting on the bed. And I think the health benefits are so huge, but the effort is so minimal.
It certainly is. If you want to go for this, it should be $89.99. It's down to £59. 491928 is your item number. It sold out last time, the first time we had it to air. So now is the time to get hold of it whilst we've got it back in stock. Remember, with PayPal paying 3, just $21.98 on your first of 3 payments.
And it's all about that resistance, working the whole body, aging strong, keeping yourself strong, keeping that stability in your core because you are working that tummy. You've got the resistance training, so that strength, the muscle mass, the bone strength. It's lightweight, so you can take it into any room, and it's compact, so it will slide under the sofa when you're not using it. But honestly, an incredible piece of kit that did sell out completely last time we went to air. So please do grab it whilst that stock is available. I'm super busy already. Always great to have your company, but check those baskets through. But we've got a few other items as well, which we do want to show you.
Next up, we're going to talk about the gym magic from Fiona. This is a piece of kit that is so versatile. And again, it's literally like a gym in a bag. The resistance here is brilliant.
It's a gym, honestly, in the palm of your hand, and you will be blown away how you can, by twisting the resistant bands around, make this resistance even stronger. It can be a rowing machine. It can be like doing the weight machines at the gym. It is an incredible piece of kit that all of us here at Shop on TV, we actually own it because we all travel. We're always in the car. We're often in hotels. So Fiona, this has been a necessity, and Fiona's laying down on the job now.
This is my first morning stretch. You know how it is in the morning? You get up and you go, oh, yes, let's stretch. Well, why not stretch with resistance bands? Wake up your muscles, wake up the mobility in your shoulder, wake up your mind, your body, your soul. Get the endorphin, the happy dolphins going, get the calorie burning. You can then sit on the side. Again, Sean was explaining, as you rotate the band round, you're going to increase the intensity. This is going to strengthen with you. But look at this. I can then do my bicep curls. I could then do some little leg stretches. I could then do some core workouts. So even before I've got out of bed, I've got the legs going. I've got the shoulder mobility going. I've started burning calories. I've woken up my mind. I've done an upper body strengthening. And this, again, let's have a look at it. Comes fully assembled. One finger. Absolutely, one finger. Super soft and spongy, and it's going to absolutely, look at this, nice, very good position. What we've done is design it at a very safe distance. This is super soft, so if you want to put it behind your neck and do some squats, this is brilliant. The rotation round shortens the band, so you're adding intensity, so it's great for every single member of the family, from your teenagers who maybe can't afford that gym membership, so they just want this, or for effortless stretches. Honestly, it is diversity with a capital D, versatility with a capital V, standing, sitting, lying. We have got a fabulous wall chart here, which shows my favourite 15. exercise.
Well, it used to be. It used to be a favourite 15.
Every show, honestly, every show, somebody does something different. I'm like, I've got to redo that. But also, we've got 4 different routines to follow. You can click on the links. It's a beginner, intermediate, advanced, and seated. So there are so many different ways of using this for whatever you want to do: legs, upper body, core, buttocks, forearms. A rowing machine, we can show the rowing machine. Absolutely, there is, I actually think there is everything: shoulder press, bench press, everything you could want to do to strengthen tone is possible. And take it away with you. As you say, you
Definitely.
take it, do it on the beach,
Yeah.
in a foreign country.
Brilliant for travelling. 456359 is your item number if you want to go for this. Fiona's got a rowing machine there. Hayley's working at, look at the back muscles being activated there. The fact that you can change the resistance means
so
it'll
good.
really grow with you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And I know Fiona's on the floor doing the rowing machine. The great thing is, you were challenged to this very much, wasn't it? A friend's husband, and he was, well, I use the rowing machine at the gym.
I know. He said, well, that's great that you could do the upper and the lower. He said, but I like to do the core and the rowing machine. I said, okay, rowing machine
Here we go.
with resistance. Let me do the core. Let me do the legs. Oh, let me just let the bands out and do the upper arms. And he was like, okay, you win. Because, I mean, you know, think about a rowing machine. They're thousands of pounds, huge amount of room. This is incredibly small. Got the fabulous bag that
Yes.
I actually designed this. I have to say, I don't design a lot of our products, but I did design this because me, for one, I'd be losing it. And I wanted to put it all together with the little wall chart. This is a fabulous little carry bag.
Well, our director's been trying to keep it together with like an elastic band and things. He's like, I've got to get the bag. And we're all going for the bag. So perhaps you've bought it in the past. You can grab the bag
That's just at the bottom of the screen there, the details for the bag. If you want to go for that.
Travel with this.
Yep, 740077 is your item number for the carry bag at £15 if you want to add that in. It is really versatile. It'll come with that wall chart, as Fiona said. It'll come with all the links. So if you want to do all those different classes, you'll see them there.
I like doing classes with Fiona.
Yeah.
And there's 4 different sort of workouts. There's a seated one, which is great.
Yeah.
And there's beginners, intermediates, advanced.
Definitely. Again, there's so many people, they just say, look, I just don't know. It's too late. There's nothing I can do. You can sit and activate the upper body. You could sit and activate your core muscles. You can sit and just get the leg muscles moving, because every move we do with it is resistance training. And the other thing we haven't talked about is stretching. Have a look at this. You can use it the other way round. And think about the importance of stretching. You know, some of us do cardio, some of us do strength training, but just movements like this, stretching the upper arms. But with every stretch, you're bringing with it resistance training, strength training, calorie burning, happy dolphins.
Happy dolphins.
For an important part of the body. Maybe it is reaching for things on the top shelf.
Yeah.
Maybe it's putting your seatbelt on, putting your coat on. This is something which is so difficult to get mobility.
And Fiona, so many people have absolutely loved this. So don't believe just us. Take a look at this.
You're burning calories, you're working every single muscle in the body. You can take it anywhere. It's an all-over body workout. I'd really recommend it to anybody that's starting out, that's never worked out before. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
I can even use it at work if I want to, and that's really great.
I love doing the core, and I can feel those muscles working, and it's so simple.
Now, it's a great product. Everybody here absolutely loves it, but you do as well. And price-wise, so affordable. If you compare with a gym membership, you're paying £39, and it is your gym in the palm of your hand for you to use at home. You get that fabulous wall chart, and it just gives you an idea. It's about core strength. It's all about that full workout. And honestly, be super, super quick with that, because price-wise, you cannot go wrong. And a great present idea as well. Some great 5-star reviews. You've absolutely loved it, and it is available, because when we have Fiona, we do have a lot of sellouts, so grab it whilst we've got the stock available. But this is what people just like yourself who thought, should I get it, should I not, got it, and this is what they said.
Gideon said, Gym Magic offers a fantastic workout experience at home. It's easy to use and it's helped me regain my fitness after a long break. I'm a big fan. James said, I'm a fitness newbie and Gym Magic has made it so easy for me to get started. The guided exercises, which you'll get included, remember, are simple to follow and I'm already feeling stronger. That's James at £39. 456 359 is your item number. $14.65 on your first of 3 payments.
That is absolutely nothing, is it? And you're benefiting so many different ways. But with all of Fiona's products, we're back with the Cardio Core now. You will find you've got items that you can use at home in the privacy of your own home. When you've got 5-10 minutes that honestly work the body so easily, so kindly, but get those muscles working, get those legs working, get those joints working, work that core. And the Cardio Core is about working the core, but also a complete full body workout.
Working everywhere else as well. Now, if you want to go for this, now is the time to add it to your basket. 491928 is the item number. If you want a piece of equipment that's going to grow with you, that has amazing resistance, and remember there are extra resistance bands to add, so you can increase the resistance on this as well.
So important. Go onto the internet and just have a look. Why is resistance training so good? You'll be blown away. So important for everybody, but especially for ladies, for your bones, for your muscle mass. Honestly, phenomenal.
And it's upper body and lower body and that cardio there if you want that full workout. You don't need to have a lower body day. You don't have a legs day and then the next day do an arms day. You're doing the whole body in just one go. But do confirm your orders and check those baskets out. Remember, shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone as well. 03333 241 241. The operators are there waiting to take your call.
And don't forget, we have got collagen available for you, liquid collagen.
Yes.
So check it all out on the website. We've got loads more to tell you. We've got Fiona with us as well to show us loads more exercises. So do stay with us. We'll see you in a couple of seconds.
See you in a minute.
Well, hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. We've been live on Freeview 89 since midnight, but we're now live with ITV1 and STV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, but we're not alone today. We have got an amazing guest, but we've also got a product that when we launched it last show, sold out completely.
Yes, it's back in stock. It's the Cardio Core from Fiona Summers. If you saw it last time and you missed out, now is the time to add it to your basket. 491928 is your item number. Still got that launch price. It should be $89.99, but it's £59. Fiona Summers joins us once again for the show. Fiona, you bring us a great range of fitness, but you're not particularly a fitness lover, are you?
Actually, I think I'm allergic to the gym. But I always think, you know, ageing is a privilege, but we have to age strong. And I think we offer perfect solutions for effortless ways of solving it.
Yeah.
So this is a great way to get cardio in. It's a great way to work on the core muscles. It's a great way to do the upper body. But whilst we're relaxing and sitting, I've always said for so many years, get off the sofa.
And she has. We've been there.
You are not allowed. A sofa is not good for you. You mustn't sit. Now I'm like, okay.
Here we are.
Okay, you're allowed to sit for as long as you like, but let's interrupt the sitting.
It's active sitting, isn't it?
It is active sitting, but interrupt the sitting with effortless movements that again bring with them resistance, strength training, huge benefits, but pretty much zero impact and effort. I always think cardio sounds exhausting. It sounds like you're pounding the pavement.
Yeah, bouncing around in a class, my knees hurting.
Exactly,
hot
but this
and sweaty.
is not. This is not that.
But we are working that core.
We really are working the cardio. We're working the core, which is why we called it the Cardio Core. We're trying to think, what are we going to call this? Well, it's cardio, it's core. Let's just call it Cardio Core.
And it really is that full body workout in the simplest of ways. And just use this when you've got a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It's not something you've got to spend hours on, but it is strengthening that core. It is burning that fat because it is that cardio workout. But the great thing, I think, is you're completely multitasking. You're not on one machine at the gym and you're just working the lower body, or you're just working the arms. You're doing this is like lots of different pieces of gym equipment in one.
It is, but also I think it is the perfect place to start. A lot of us say, as we get older, we're saying, look, it's just too late. There's nothing I can do. I don't want to do the classes. Maybe I can't afford the classes. The idea of going to a gym can be terrifying for a lot of people. This is the perfect way of getting going and keeping going in the comfort of your own home, literally relaxed on the sofa. You could even be having a cup of tea whilst you're doing your cardio, whilst you're doing your strength training. And I think as we get older, everybody knows now resistance training is so important, strength training is so important. But how do we do that? Well, with the cardio core, we have resistance bands. So with every movement, whether it's the upper body or the lower body, you are bringing with it strength training, resistance training, which is perfect for bone density, muscle mass. Again, these are very topical at the moment, especially as we get older. We're that kind of chapter of the plus 40s, plus 50s. We have to do something to maintain muscle mass, to maintain our strength. We do have to do something. So you can go for a run, have a great time in the sunshine, in the rain, in the snow. You know, go for a swim, have a gym membership, but maybe that's not for you. And I think for many people, the idea of being able to sit down, support your back comfortably in your own home, but get the steps in, get the upper body in, burn the calories, help with mobility and strength of the whole of the leg with the upper body. I mean, have a look at those muscles here. Maybe this is a part of the body you've had difficulty with.
Look at that muscle activation.
This is a perfect way. Maybe it's just one part of your body that you're thinking, I can't actually use the other leg. I mean, what can you do with one leg? You can't really go for a walk with one leg. Well, maybe due to illness or aging, you can't use one leg. This was actually designed, funny enough, funny story here. This was designed by my husband, okay?
Yeah.
He'd had a hip replacement, he'd had an ankle fusion, and he was sitting on the sofa just feeling very sorry for himself, getting very grumpy, a little bit rounder as well. And I said, look, come on, just invent something for yourself for once. Invent something that you could do whilst you're sitting down. Maybe you could just do with the one leg that hasn't had some part of surgery on it, to help with mobility, strength, toning, burn a few calories, release some happy dolphins. So he created the cardio core because it was effortless. It was low impact. It was something he could do sitting down to get this whole part of the body going. Also with the core muscles. He was like, if I get on the floor, I'm never getting back up again because the idea of doing sit-ups or crunches or whatever it is, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start. So this does it for you. And that's what I love.
You really can feel it on that tummy. So, you know, that core area is all around the centre of the body. That is your balance. That's virtually the thing that holds you together. If you go to slip, if you've got a strong core, you can get your balance back. It's so important.
I can really feel it in the upper body, using it like the rowing machine that you see there. So many different ways to use it and so many benefits, and loads of you are going for it once again. Remember, it did sell out the first time we had it on the show. We've got it back in stock. Get it whilst we've got it. Toning glutes and thighs, lower body muscles, but then you've got an upper body workout as well with the resistance. And resistance training, so important for all and everyone, whatever your age, whether you're younger or older. There are also additional resistance bands that you can add in. So if you want it to grow with you, you want the resistance to be more, we've got a pair of additional resistance bands at the base of the screen there. Just an extra £15. That's 283-267 if you want to add those into your basket, and no extra on the postage.
Incredible saving, and an incredible piece of equipment that perhaps someone said to you, you know, you really need to start moving more, you need to exercise more. Perhaps you've noticed you stopped living really because you don't like to walk so far now because you've lost that strength in your legs. Or perhaps you've just been on holiday and you actually really disappointed because lots of things the rest of the family did, you didn't join in with because you didn't feel you could walk that far, or you worried that you were going to slow everybody up. This is a piece of equipment that if you really are a beginner, this is really going to help you because you can make this as easy as you wish. But then if you really are into your fitness, honestly, you can, especially with those extra resistance bands, get a full body workout that truly does work the lower body, the upper body and the core all in one go. Yeah,
I love the fact that you can focus on just one leg if you want to as well, Fiona.
Definitely. I think for many of us, you know, have a reason why we just don't do any exercise. Maybe you've had a fall, maybe you just got older, maybe you've injured one part of the body and you're thinking, well, I can't go for a walk with one leg, I can't go for a cycle with one leg. Let's start from the top here though. This is how it comes fully assembled. I think it's really important to explain that with all our products, it has to be effortless to get it out of the box.
Yeah.
Okay? If there's any effort in my family, it would stay in the box. I can lift it up with one hand. It comes fully assembled. You can lie it down. This is how it comes out the box.
Right.
So let's just take it out of the box. Huge amount of assembly, absolutely none. You can actually use there's a little pin at the side, so you can actually have it in a front if you want to just pop it down the side of your sofa, out of the way. You can just reach out. All you have to do is release the locking pin. Got a lovely little mat that comes with it if you want to protect your floor. And then if we just want to start getting our steps in, we don't need to plug it in.
I love that.
There is no electricity.
And it's not noisy.
It's not noisy.
So if you've got a little baby and you want to exercise while they're sleeping.
Exactly, and this is the perfect way to start. If you're somebody sitting there now going, there's nothing I can do, it's just too late. Absolutely not. Look at the simple movements here. It could just be as slow as that. Look, all you can get going. We got the upper body as well. There are different ways of using it. We could actually, we'll show you right now. Simple steps. It could just be one leg because the other one is maybe a little challenged at the moment, or maybe one leg you need to strengthen more than the other leg. We got 2 foot pushes. Again, every time I'm pushing, I'm activating,
you can really feel
using
that.
the core muscles, but I'm not on the floor doing sit-ups or crunches or whatever those things are that I would do wrong, and then I'd be like, how am I going to get off the floor again, you know? We could do the upper body, hands over the top. Now this is the perfect way. You can see the muscles actually activating. It's more the triceps and the rear side. So maybe this part of the body is something that you've actually had to give away all your tops because you're like, I don't like that part of my body. We can turn it around and we can do the forearms here. If you, ooh, look at those. You can actually see my upper body there. But this is a simple move that I'm just doing, relaxing. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
We're not out of puff. But if I want to do arms and legs together, I'm activating, I'm toning, I'm strengthening. Look, every single move I'm bringing with it resistance training, I'm bringing strength training. These are resistance bands. And again, we do have the extra bands now, because the reason we brought extra bands in, I had customers saying, well, this is great, but can I increase the intensity? My son wanted to use it. I feel so strong now, I want to use it. All you have to do is literally clip on one each side, and it adds, I would say about 65% extra resistance.
Wow.
Literally just by adding one on this side, one on the other side, and then you're ready to go. If you want to just take it off, you just pull it off. So it'd be perfect for, you know, yourself if you're just getting going. But maybe your son wants to really strengthen up, you can add the extra resistance.
Now, lots of people are going for that. So if you do want to go for those, we should warn you, we haven't got enough to go alongside every cardio course. So it will be the first people to actually manage to order those extra resistance bands. So grab them. They'll only be an extra £5 in your PayPal Pay in 3 basket. So please do pop those into your basket.
And no extra on the postage either if you want to add those in. Again, just at the bottom of the screen there if you do want to add them in.
And then it makes it versatile for the whole family. Perhaps you're just beginning with exercise. Perhaps you know one of the kids would like to use this, but they want a little bit more strength. That's what it's doing. It's adding that more resistance just by adding those extra bands. But what you must do is check your baskets out, because this sold out completely when we launched this with Fiona. It's back in stock, but we're starting the show really busy.
So many of you going for it right now.
Perhaps you know you need to make some changes. You need to start moving. You don't know where to start. This is a full body workout in the simplest piece of equipment that you can have at home. So item 1 there. Do shop for that really smartly. Check your basket through, because as we say, it's only for the stock that we have available right now. And you will see the extra bands as well on the website.
Do have a look at everything. Something else that's been a favourite since Fiona joined us here at Shop on TV is the Gym Magic. This is a complete gym in the palm of your hand. It includes a workout chart, it includes online videos that you can follow, but about muscle activation and the variety of exercises you can do here.
I mean, Fiona, we all own this here at Shop on TV, because it truly is a gym in the palm of your hands, and we can all travel with it.
Definitely, and also it is for effortless stretches. It's strengthening, it's resistance, it's the upper body, lower body. It's a rowing machine. It's for lying, sitting, standing. It's for remobilizing. strengthening. I mean, honestly, I find it difficult to think of something you can't do with it. And every time I do a show with you, I'm thinking I need to do another routine because I've got extra things I want to do. I want to change the lovely, fabulous wall chart it comes with because now I have 15 different favourites. And also we have a lovely bag because people said to me, can I have a little bag to put it in because I just want to keep it somewhere safe and carry it around. Got a fabulous bag as well that it can go in. But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you'll take it with you to work. Perhaps you work in hotels and you do feel you don't get the exercise. Perhaps the weather, it's too hot, it's too cold. This allows you to exercise indoors.
And it's right there for you to grab.
And it works so many different areas of the body.
Even if you just grab it first thing for stretches, but strengthening core, so important. Shaping legs, activating and fat burning, toning glutes, so many different benefits. And it's down to £39. 456359 is your item number. Remember, you do have that link to the online classes with Fiona. There's a beginners, an intermediate, an advanced and a seated workout, all included. And use PayPal Pay in 3. If you want to multi-order across the show, you'll only pay 1 postage. Something else that we've got is brand new is this, the Summers Step and Stretch. It's about activating all your leg muscles, but so much more as well, Fiona.
Definitely. I think the lower leg is a part of our body that you have to keep strong, obviously, because maybe you're finding yourself shuffling a bit. Maybe you're not comfortable to go out onto pavements because you're fearful of falling. Maybe your ankles and, everything's a little swollen or doesn't feel that comfortable. So this is a perfect way of getting mobility, strength, flexibility to the lower part of the body because there's lots of ligaments and cartilages and muscles in that part of the body.
And you'll be amazed how you feel them, Fiona, because that really has got incredible resistance. And I think it is so important to have stronger ankles. I know when I was younger, I had very weak ankles. I was always twisting my ankle. Just the slightest sort of incline or a little bit of a hole, and I twisted
You'd go over because it wasn't strong.
And I don't know anything else that would sort of help strengthen that area, the front of the legs that's so important. But then you can feel it in the knees, you can feel it right up to the hips.
Definitely, and also brilliant for circulation. I tell you, when I get off my flights to Australia, not only can I not put my shoes on because they feel 7 sizes bigger, but I just think the circulation has gone from my ankles. So maybe it's late at night now and you're thinking, God, my feet were aching. I just need to put my feet up. Well, if this is something which you're thinking, I really do need to get better mobility and flexibility in my ankles and my feet, or maybe first thing in the morning, you don't wake up with a spring in your step and you're like, my ankles feel like concrete. This is the perfect way to sit, stretch before you even get out of bed and just keep the strength, flexibility, mobility in a really important part of the body.
And that under the desk is fantastic if you're working from home, or you can take it in to work. I think lots of us do feel we have sort of those tight legs, or we haven't got that movement in the ankles that we used to have, and that allows you so easy without even thinking about it, because it's a pleasure to use. Actually,
it's quite addictive as well.
Quite relaxing.
You just sit there rotating the ankles, because I always think life doesn't always move in straight ways. We don't just move forwards and backwards. The ankles have to be able to move side to side. They have to be able to adjust as we're moving around in life. We have to keep them flexible.
You feel you're dragging your feet now. Get again that strength back in your ankles and get that movement back into your feet.
Shuffling along.
We're very low on stock on that. We'll be absolutely honest. We've been begging Fiona if she can get more stock, we'll do a whole show, but we just haven't got enough stock. And so you must grab those while the stock is there. If you are going for the extra bands to go along our cardio core, they're hot off the press. We haven't even got a picture there. But 10% of the stock has sold out and gone. As we said, it will be the first people. We haven't got enough stock to go alongside every product.
I just got to mention the liquid collagen, and whenever we have this in stock, it flies out of the door. It's from ERC, Epidermal Research Centre. This is an advanced liquid collagen. It's 10,000 milligrams per serving. It's easily absorbed because it's liquid. It's pretty much half price at $29.99. However, if you're thinking, oh, what's collagen all about? Well, we have collagen naturally in our body, but it depletes from a very early age, doesn't it?
It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. It's in your skin, it's in your bones, it's in your ligaments. And as you look in the mirror and you look older, those lines, those wrinkles, that's your collagen depleting. If you're getting out of bed and you feel so much older when you get up in the morning, or after you've been on your knees doing some gardening, or you get out of a low chair, again, that can be the collagen depletion. And it does start in your early 20s. So doesn't it make sense? If you were lacking in iron, you'd take an iron capsule, wouldn't you? So if you're lacking in collagen and it's making you feel and look old, doesn't it make sense to take it? And these are the benefits that people have found with this advanced liquid collagen.
So many different benefits for different people. We always say individual results will vary, but imagine if you had less aches and pains in muscles and joints. I think that's a tick, yes please. And that firmer skin, we all want that, don't we?
And that's your face, your chin, your jowl area, but the underarm area, the top of the
legs.
knees.
Yeah, quick collagen absorption because it's a liquid collagen. The taste is gorgeous. It's a natural berry flavour, and it can also help with stronger hair and nails.
Well, actually, a lot of people, that's one of the first things they notice is their hair and their nails. The nails growing so much quicker, they're being so much stronger. Honestly, it's an amazing product. We would not be without it. But do, if you can, multi-order. Like any supplement, the longer you take it, the better those results. And whilst we have the stock, because if you do know Shop on TV, we sell out of that regularly. 460114 is your item number, and it is at half price virtually there, which is fantastic.
It's all about well-being, it's all about fitness, but Cardio Core back in stock from our sell-out launch show. Already hundreds of these in baskets right now. If you want to make sure you get this, confirm your orders quickly. shopontv.co.uk, can order on the phone 0333 241 241. But let's talk about what it's all about. If you've not seen this before, Fiona, if we talk about your history in fitness, because you're not a fitness lover as such, are you?
I'm not, and I'm a mother of 5 children, so I really don't have time. But no, this was actually created by my husband, and normally he creates things for me. The Leg Master is obviously one of our fabulous products, but this he created for himself because he's had an ankle fusion, he's had a hip replacement. We're now looking at things to do with knees. And he was spending a lot of time on the sofa feeling very sorry for himself, getting a little larger and a little bit grumpy. And I said, right, stop. Let's do something. Because he's like, oh, there's nothing I could do. I mean, what can I do with one leg? And I'm like, create something. So he created what I think we should call sneaky cardio.
Because
cardio sounds like it's impact and it's exhausting and it's pounding the pavements. Well, no, this is sitting down. It's interrupting your sitting by doing leg movements. And he could just start with one leg. I mean, have a look. As I'm moving it, you can see the muscles activating, the leg muscles actually here. It's the knees, it's the core. To actually do this, I'm doing the core muscle activation. I'm not doing a V-sit, I'm not doing a crunch or whatever they're called. It's ankle, but every movement is resistance training, it's strength training. So these resistance bands, and I know we've talked about the extra ones now, by demand, it was several customers in Australia said, look, we love the Cardio Core, but could we have an extra set of bands to add resistance? I said, yeah, sure. All you have to do is just click them on, very simple, and that's it. And that's gonna, I've tried to work it out, but I think it's about 65% extra resistance. So maybe you've already bought a Cardio Core in the past and you're saying, well, that's great, but I really want to rank it up. Or maybe your teenage son's like, well, I want to get my steps in as well, but I want some
more resistance.
Yeah. I think it's a perfect way just to create something that's for the whole family.
Now, Fiona,
it was
stop
10%
talking.
of the stock of those resistance bands sold out and gone. And we were just going to say, because we've only just said it's 10%, do be quick because there's 10% of the stock gone on the extra resistance bands.
Actually, can we pop the details on the screen? Because 20% of the stock...
Another 10%'s gone.
In just a couple of moments. And remember, it's a pair of resistance bands that go alongside your Cardio Core. There's the details. It's only £15
and when
extra.
You split the cost, with your, going on PayPal, paying £3, it's
only
£5 extra.
No extra on the postage. 283,267 if you want to add in an additional pair of resistance bands. And then it'll grow with you. So it's good to have them from the beginning.
Yeah, and then it's for the whole family as well. Perhaps, perhaps you get, there's a couple of you and perhaps one is fitter than the other. You're going to have the extra resistance for the extra strength. They're right there whilst we have the stock. Sadly, we have not got enough to go alongside every Cardio Core, so it will be first come, first served. We will try and get stock back into those, which we always do with Fiona, but her shows are always so busy and she travels worldwide, and this is one of our absolute best sellers. So if you are interested in the Cardio Core, remember when we launched it a few weeks ago, completely sold out, and this is the first time that it's back in stock, and we are hugely busy. This is about you getting a full body workout at home, This is about you getting a cardio workout without having to bounce around in a class or go running down the street
nice and low
in the
impact.
hot weather or in the rain. It's low impact, so for me, so kind to my knees.
And it's right there whenever you need it, isn't it? Because we talk about going to the gym. It's a whole plan, isn't it? You've got to plan your whole day
And a
around
lot
going
of
to
people
the
are
gym.
intimidated. Perhaps that's the last you'd never go to the gym. And perhaps you're in a situation where you know you need to do something, but you don't know where to start. When you've got a product from Fiona that really is designed for ease of use, compact, so it's not going to take over a room at home. Can you see? It was just a slid at the end of the sofa there. And so simple to get a full body workout. Honestly, you must grab this while the stock is there. And that resistance that you're seeing there, do your own sort of research on why resistance training is so important.
Yeah.
Strength training is so important.
The benefits of resistance training. And when you mention strength training as well, in the minute in the news, we've seen lots of celebrities talking about the benefits
Change
of strength.
their bodies with
strength training.
training.
It's low impact, it's for all ages. If you're a beginner, intermediate, if you're advanced, go for those extra bands that we talked about. Even if you start with 60 seconds a day, we've all got 60 seconds in the day, haven't we? And I think once
Every little helps.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Once you start doing something as well like this, it does become a bit addictive. You want to do more and more.
And this is our treadmill, this is our rowing machine, we're getting our steps in, we're working our tummy. Fiona, this is working everything, isn't it?
It really is. And I think also one thing we should talk about is fitness is accumulative. So, you know, if you do a little bit each day, it does accumulate.
Yes.
And this is important movement. And the words that I really love to use with this are words like effortless,
Like it.
efficient, effective, affordable. You know, there are so many, portable. You know, I think what we love with all our products is they come fully assembled, they're lightweight, they are for absolutely everybody in the family. You know, they're for people that, you know, maybe wanted to take their steps or do a little bit of running or a rowing machine, but maybe they can't afford that big piece of equipment or going to the gym. Maybe it is for just the more elderly person that just wants gentle movement to keep, you know, doing everything they want to do in life, to help them say yes to life. Aging is a privilege.
Absolutely.
But we do have to age strong, and we do have to do something. And maybe going to the gym isn't for you. Maybe going for a lovely long walk is something that maybe you used to do, but you just don't do anymore. There is no electricity. There is really little impact. We're just sitting on the sofa, but we're getting the hearts going, the lungs going. We're releasing your fabulous happy dolphins that I use worldwide.
We all want happy dolphins.
Oh, the endorphins. You know, it's, what is it, 1 o'clock in the morning, but we are feeling energized. Why? Because we're just getting everything going. Strength training. Talk about these resistance bands. Every movement here is bringing with it strengthening. You know, it's bringing with it resistance training. I'm 60 this year. I know that my muscle mass is depleting and I have to do something. I could do those lovely classes, although I'm allergic to going to the gym. I could go for a run, but actually I don't want to do that with my knees and ankles. What I want to do is sit on my sofa. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of Teams calls. Maybe I'm watching my favorite, you know, show on different channels. Maybe I'm just having a cup of tea or having a nice glass of Chardonnay. But I'm actually doing some important health. I'm fully supported. Many people can't do things because, oh, my back hurts, you know, or
Yeah.
I can't, you know, absolutely fine. But let's just sit on the sofa, having told everybody to get off the sofa for many years because the sofas are not good for you. Interrupt your sitting by doing steps, by doing upper body, but doing it together. And we should go through all the different ways of moving it. Doing it together, you are activating, strengthening leg muscles, upper arm muscles. But to actually move all of this together, I have to engage core muscles.
Yeah.
And obviously I can do sit-ups and crunches and whatever they're called, but to be honest, you know, how do you do them? You've got to get on the floor. A lot of people will say, well, if I get on the floor, I'm never going to get back up again. This is the perfect way to get the legs going, the upper arms going, the core muscles. It's going to replace ellipticals, stair climbers, treadmills, rowing machines.
Yeah.
And look at it. It comes fully assembled. I can lift it up with one little finger here. I can lift it up with one finger. It actually comes lying flat, so it can go under the bed.
Great.
It could go under this sofa. You can also, there's only one thing you have to do if you want to store it upright, and that's just put the pin at the side down here. So to get going, all you have to do is open the pin. There's a little mat that we have designed so that if you want to put it on a floor, then it's going to protect your flooring. And then literally, maybe it's just one leg. You're thinking, well, this one's a bit sore, but I need to get going with it. I mean, what can you do with one leg? Can't really go for a walk with one leg. Can't go for a cycle with one leg. This is the perfect way to get one leg going, the other leg, but just gentle. Look how slowly that is.
So often it is one part of the body that doesn't work so well. One part of the body isn't as strong as the other. And I love the fact that you've got that flexibility, that versatility, that you can just exercise the one part of the body. But I love the fact you can work all the muscles at once. In my mind, when you're working more muscles at the same time, you're burning more calories. You're getting a better workout.
You're maximising your workout,
maximising your time as well. Because how many people, if you do go to the gym, you do a leg workout one day, then you do an upper body workout, you do an arms workout. This is allowing you to do everything at once and allowing you to do it as easily, as calmly, or as quickly and as strongly as you wish. Whether you want to get all those steps in that you just know you don't get in anymore, or whether you want to use this like a rowing machine and really work that upper body, or whether it is the bingo wings you want to work, the back fat, but all the time working that core.
And we always say, always consult your doctor or your health practitioner if you started something new. But if you're rehabilitating and you want to get that full motion through the legs, just doing this,
nice,
because you've got that resistance just on the legs alone, but then you can add in the upper body as well. It's
I think
so clever.
Sometimes you know you need to do something. Perhaps your life has changed, it's getting you down a bit because you're not able to do the things that you used to do. Perhaps you used to love playing a bit of golf, or perhaps you used to wander down the shop to get a newspaper, but you just can't manage to do that now. And perhaps you're in a situation where you know you need to do something, but you just don't even know where to start. It's frightening, isn't it? Where do you start? You're probably never going to go to a gym. I'm intimidated at a gym, and I've been to a gym very much all my life. I stopped going for around about 6 years through lockdown and things. And when I just couldn't get, and I was just wasting my money. But I always find it intimidating. I don't feel comfortable at a gym. I'd much rather work out at home. And this allows you to do that. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you haven't brushed your teeth. You can be in your pyjamas with, as long as you've got some sensible shoes on. And you're getting a full body workout. I can chat to you without even thinking my legs are working. I'm getting those steps in. I'm moving and working those joints, those knees, the hips. I can feel it on my core, especially whilst I'm using my arms and I'm using my upper body. And then at the same time, I can feel, I'm not getting out of breath like I'm bouncing around, but I can feel my heart rate's getting up, which means I'm burning calories. And that's what it's all about. You're getting a full body workout so easily in the comfort of your own home. And this could be you turning your life around. This could be the start of you getting back to what you used to be. Or perhaps you just had a little baby and you want to exercise, but you can't leave the little one. This is completely silent. You don't even need to plug this in, and while the little one's sleeping, you could be getting that bit of exercise in whilst you're watching a bit of TV. Honestly, it's so easy, but I think the results can be so beneficial. And what you must remember is we launched this and every item we had sold out. This is available right now, but we're massively busy.
Yeah, hundreds in allocation in our baskets at the moment. If you want to confirm your orders, please do. Oh my goodness, just hearing how many of you have come in baskets. It's going to be a busier show than the first show. 491928 is your item number. Remember, it comes with the resistance bands all included, so you've got that full body workout. However, Fiona has kindly brought us a pair of additional resistance bands. If you want to add these to the machine, it can add up to 60% resistance, so it'll grow with you. It's only an extra £15. However, did I hit 50% of the stock there?
We
it's
did
gone.
warn you.
Oh my
we
word.
haven't got enough to go alongside every cardio core.
And it's only £5 extra.
So yeah, so if you want
your first
do
of
put
three.
them in your basket, and like Sean says, it will only be an extra £5 in each of your PayPal baskets, no extra delivery. So well worth doing it this way. Pop it in your basket and check your basket through. Do not miss out on getting something that is going to make, I think, such a difference to your every day. But we've got a few items from Fiona. We've got a brand new product that is sneakily disappearing
in the background.
Yeah.
Rude. Take a look at the details. 372682 is your item number. This is brand new with us today, Fiona.
It is. I mean, for many years, we've been creating all sorts, 25 years, and this is something which I suddenly realise a lot of people are getting to an age when they're maybe shuffling. They can't lift their feet up, their ankles, their feet, their circulation. Maybe things are kind of a little bit swollen at times and you're not managing to get out of bed and feel comfortable. This is the perfect way to keep mobility, strength, flexibility in your ankles, your lower legs. Life doesn't move always in a forward way. You need to keep the flexibility, the mobility of your ankles, the lower leg through to the knees and the hips. But this is a perfect way to do it whilst you're sitting. Gently stepping, stretching, and I think perfect way to keep the lower leg first thing in the morning. Maybe you're all sitting there now, last thing at night going, oh, my feet, put my feet up, they're aching, everything's swollen, it's not nice. I want more circulation. When I get on a flight to Australia, I feel like the circulation hasn't been in my legs for the last 28 hours. And my feet are like 5 sizes bigger and I can't get my shoes on. Just sitting down in the arrivals lounge, waiting for my suitcase and getting the mobility back in my ankles has inspired me to just sell this worldwide, because we do need to keep that part of the body flexible, supple, so that we don't get the twists and the sprains and the rotating ankles, and so that we can stay connected to life as we do when we're standing, as we're walking, as we're going places. Important part of the body that we're now going, okay, I'm 60, this is a part of the body I need to work on, so I'm going to help all of my, the people that watch my shows keep the strength and the flexibility in this lower part of it. Just whilst you're sitting, literally, whatever you do, sitting down, watching television, working, Teams call, perfect way to keep the perfect part of the body as good as it can be.
I think that's so suitable for so many people. I always suffered with really weak ankles when I was younger and was given exercises to do to try and strengthen them. I would always twist my ankle at the drop of a hat. But I'm looking at that thinking, if you're in a wheelchair, you could have the brakes on your wheelchair. My nana, she used to suffer with really sort of heavy legs. She wanted to move those legs, but she couldn't.
Circulation.
But she could have done that, which would be brilliant. I think it's suitable for everybody. And talking about suitable for everybody, our gym magic is also ticking away, and you are loving our gym in the palm of a hand, and it truly is. Yeah,
take it everywhere with you. There's an additional bag that you can add if you are someone who travels quite a lot. This is just £39. 456359 is the item number. A gym for all levels again, because of the resistance.
It really is. It's resistance training, it's strength training, but it also allows you to do effortless stretching, which a lot of us forget to do. Some of us do strength training and resistance, but to be able to do stretches in the upper part of the body, the lower part of the body, but every stretch bringing with it the resistance, the strength training, calorie burning, just so many health benefits for the complete beginner to the totally advanced person, because as you rotate the band, it actually shortens the actual resistance band, so you're adding strength. Look at this, a simple squat if you want to work on the leg muscles, the upper body, the core muscles, everything, burning calories, releasing those happy dolphins. This is the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand, but it's also the perfect way to wake up the body with effortless stretches. We have links to all the routines from the complete beginner to the intermediate to the advanced. We have a seated workout. They're like 9 minutes long, and it's just me showing you how to maximise the use of it. Got a fabulous wall chart, which I always used to say was my 15 favourite moves, but every time I do a show, I'm thinking, I have another 15 and another 15, and it's time to do some workouts, isn't it? Hundreds more things.
You'll forever find different ways to use it. Use it as a rowing machine. You can use it as a cycling machine. You can use it for that stretch.
Just that morning stretch to get you moving first thing in the day.
I think we forget to stretch, and it's so important.
Because you can adjust the resistance as well, you can let it grow with you.
You can increase the resistance. I'll show you later on. Please never think that this won't be strong enough for you. It really does increase that resistance to get a really good workout. £39, fantastic value for money, and I think a great gift idea as well.
Yeah, brilliant. And with PayPal Pay in 3, it's just $14.65 on your first of £3. Lots of you multi-order across these shows, and if you do want to multi-order, you'll only pay one postage. Remember, we'll cap that postage. It is all about fitness and well-being. We've got our collagen supplement available on the show from ELC. This is an advanced liquid collagen. Each serving gives you 10,000 milligrams. It's the tastiest collagen I've ever had. It's easily absorbed because it's liquid. And if you're thinking, well, why do I need collagen? Well, we need collagen because from an early age, collagen naturally depletes in the body, doesn't it?
And collagen, you might think, well, isn't that in creams? Isn't that in injections? No, our body is full of collagen when we're young, but sadly from our early 20s, it does start to deplete, and you start to notice, looking in the mirror, the lines, the wrinkles, the deeper nose to mouth lines, the sagginess to the jowl area, perhaps it's the underarm area, the skin loses its sort of strength. But then you notice it in your body because collagen is in your skin, your bones, your ligaments, your muscles. Perhaps you're feeling quite old when you get out of bed in the morning, perhaps when you get up from gardening or after picking the grandchildren up. So if you're lacking in collagen and it's making you feel and look old, doesn't it make sense to take it and reap the benefits? Because so many people swear by the benefits of this liquid collagen, talking about their aches and pains. And obviously we always say for different people, different results. For me, truly, everything on that page, it makes that difference.
Well, we talked about less aches and pains in muscles and joints, firmer skin. It's a gorgeous flavour, like we say, it's a red berry, it's sugar-free. It's got ingredients like hyaluronic acid in there.
And lots of vitamins, vitamin B,
Yes.
vitamin D, some real key. It's like a multivitamin, actually,
As well,
at the same
yeah.
time as being your collagen intake too. People really notice a difference to their hair, to their nails. It's phenomenal. And for so many people of all ages, it has made such a difference to their everyday. So if you've been looking into taking collagen, we can't recommend this more highly because we absolutely love it. Pop it in the fridge and get into the habit of taking it every morning. Say in the morning, because it gives you that kick start to the day. A lot of people say it makes a difference to their energy levels.
Yeah, like you're exercising. 460114, we would definitely recommend that you multi-order there. The longer you take it, the better the benefits you will see with something like a collagen supplement. 460114, and as I say, one postage if you are multi-ordering. We've talked about the collagen supplement, and now we're talking about exercise.
Well, it's about well-being from inside out and outside in, and exercise really does give you, I call it happy dolphins, it gives you a buzz, but it gets you moving,
Those
keeps you
endorphins,
mobile, it keeps you, for me it keeps me happy. If I'm not exercising, I feel down. Perhaps you're in a situation where you're not doing the things you love to do and you know you need to do something. Fiona, this truly is for, I would say, everybody.
It is for everybody, because I think so many of us, you know, we feel that it's too late. There's nothing you can do anymore. Maybe you haven't done anything for a while, and as you say, you're starting to lose the finer details of life. I think this is a perfect way for all of us to say yes to life. But I'm going to rename it, actually. I'm going to call it Sneaky Cardio Core. I think a lot of people think cardio, oh my God, it just must be exhausting and so much effort and impact. Well, have a look at me. I'm sitting back. I could have a nice little cup of tea here and a piece of cake. Look at the mobility, the strengthening.
It's all about balance.
It is balance. Lovely cookies going on here. Well, I mean, it really is. It's not, it's silent. There's no electricity.
Yeah.
It comes fully assembled. We really do want to offer effortless solutions, because I'm a mother of 5 and I'm allergic to gyms, and I basically, if something comes with anything to do that needs to be done to it, it goes straight back in the box. Look at this, I'm holding it with one finger.
And that's how it comes out of the box.
This is how it comes. Yeah, I'm actually going to lie it down.
Great.
This is the way it is in the box, so that can go under a sofa, under a bed. All you have to do is literally pick it up. We've got a nice little mat it comes with, so that if you want to put it on a floor, and all there is to do is to sit back. Maybe your back's a part of your body that's, you know, I think we've all got a reason not to do anything, whether it's, you know, it's too cold, it's too hot, it's too rainy.
Always an
Definitely.
excuse.
Oh, my back hurts when I do things. Well, let's just sit on the sofa. Let's just support our back.
Yeah.
All we have to do to start with, and we'll go through the different ways of using it, just gentle moves. Now, this could be a simple move. Maybe, again, another reason why a lot of us stop doing things is because maybe we've had an injury. Some part of our body is hurting, or, you know, we've just, you know, we've become older. You could start with one leg. Look at this. Look at the muscles here as I'm moving, activating, strengthening. Maybe it is the range of motion that you're thinking, actually, my legs just don't move the way they used to. Simple steps. Slowly, you can get going fast. Again, we do have the resistance bands. This was my Australian customers that said, you know what? I love the Cardio Core, but I want extra resistance. So all you have to do is put one on each side, and it offers, I would say, about 65% resistance. So maybe if you think, the whole family would love this, but my son probably wants greater resistance. Just pop these in your basket, and all you have to do is there's just a little click here that you just put it on the top, you put it on the bottom, so you've then got 3 on each side, and then if you want to give it to maybe your mother or your father, you can then take it off.
Now, we've just got to interrupt quickly there. If you do want to add in those additional resistance bands, we got as many as we could. 2/3 of the entire stock there is gone. It's only £5 extra on your first of PayPal payments if you're spreading the cost interest-free, and you won't pay any extra on your postage. 283-267. If you want to add those in, that could be the last time we see them.
Yeah, when
The rate
Fiona
is
joins
flying.
us, there's always sellouts, and I think that's going to be the very first one. This sold out last time we brought it to air, which was when we launched it, and you absolutely love it. And I know Fiona works worldwide, and it is one of the absolute favourite products. And I think it is ease of use. I think it's because you're multitasking. You're not just working the legs. You're not just working the upper body. You're not just working the tummy. It's working everything at the same time. And this can be, it could be a treadmill and you go nice and slow. It could be that you're jogging. It could be that you're running. It could be that rowing machine at the same time. It's that cardio workout without, for me, getting those bad knees. I can't bounce around and do cardio anymore. But you want to get your heart rate up. You want to work that core, get your heart rate up and burn the calories. And this is doing all of that in one go as easily or as quickly as you like.
Yeah, it's completely at your level of workout, your level of fitness. If you add in those extra resistance bands, remember, whilst we've got them, they're just at the bottom of the screen if you want to add them in. A total body workout, upper and lower. It stores away really easily, so it can be right there at the side of the sofa or under the sofa. We're talking about arms and legs and core and abs. It's all ages as well. And if you're at that stage in life where you're thinking, oh, I really should be doing something, I think this is a great starting point as well, Fiona.
It really is, because I think many of us, we just think it's too late. It's nothing we can do.
I think we do tend to give up. And what's the point, you know, if you can stay strong and keep living?
Yeah.
Definitely. I think, you know, as I always say on many of my shows, aging is a privilege. But we do have to age strong. Movement should be fun. It shouldn't be something that's uncomfortable. And how do we keep movement in the legs and the hips? How do we keep this strong? How do we do cardio without sweating and pounding the pavements? So now I have officially renamed it as sneaky cardio.
We like that.
Because we're sitting down, we're relaxing, but we are activating, toning, strengthening, resistance training, strength training, leg muscles, the upper arm muscles, but also the core muscles. We could do sit-ups and V-sits or whatever they're called, crunches. But for many of us, getting on the floor means we'd have to spend the rest of our life on the floor because we can't
get up again. Yeah, you're right.
This is the perfect way of interrupting your sitting, which again, I've always said for many years, we created products which I always said, right, get off the sofa. The sofa is not good for you.
The sofa is the enemy.
Well, it is, but not anymore. I have to totally take that back.
Retract.
Well, I have to, because now we've created something for people who actually do sit a lot, but that's okay now. You can sit and interrupt your sitting by getting the legs going. Every move is bringing with it resistance training. Now, I'm of an age, people over the age of 40 especially, we have to deal with muscle mass and the loss of it. So we have to do resistance training. We have to do strength training. How do we do that? Well, this is the perfect way. Add resistance into every movement, whether it's the upper body, whether it's the lower body, whether it's together. This is the perfect way of just helping everyone say yes to life and everything you want to do. You know, maybe it's the upper body that you're thinking, I would have loved to have done the garden this year, but I just can't. My arms just don't move the same way they used to just last year. Often you see things just slipping away gradually in life. And as you say, maybe you didn't even go on holiday with your family this year because you're like, well, my legs, I'm not sure I can even walk around the airport and, you know, carrying my luggage. Absolutely, it's not too late. This is the perfect way to get going, but also keep going. Maybe you're somebody that, you know, you used to go running, but you're too busy now because you're working a lot. Just do this whilst you're working, whilst you're on the computers, whilst you're on your Teams call. Get your legs going, whether you're 20, 30, whether you're 90, and you just want to keep a little bit of mobility so you're not fearful of falling anymore. You want to keep your independence. It is the perfect way of just doing so many things, so many health benefits, but whilst you're sitting down relaxing.
It's like so many different pieces of equipment in one. And because you are seated, and you see how compact it is there, you didn't even know it was the end of the sofa. It's right there for when you've got 5 minutes, when you watch your favourite soap, when you watch the news in a morning. Upper body, lower body, working the core, cardio workouts are burning those calories. And you just need to be seated, and whether that's a sofa or whether that's an armchair or whether that's the kitchen chair or whether that's a wheelchair. Well, last time we sold this, we had a lady email in and we'd mentioned, you know, put the brakes on the wheelchair, you could be using it. And she ordered it exactly for that reason. And I took one home to a dear friend of mine who's in that situation, trying to get strong again, to walk again, but in a chair at the moment, and just absolutely couldn't believe how good this was.
The benefits when it comes to resistance training, you'll be blown away if you pop that in your search engine. What are the benefits of resistance training? And that's exactly what you're getting here. A massively reduced price. It's still the launch price that we did the launch show with.
And what happened at the launch show?
It sold out.
Sold out completely.
So many of you are going for this, hundreds of you going for it tonight alone. If you do want those additional resistance bands, however, please be quick. Over 70% of the stock there in those additional resistance bands. They're just at the bottom of the screen, 283267.
And they're only £5 extra in your PayPal basket. And we are massively, massively busy. We've actually got nearly 3 times as many people ordering as we've already sold.
It's just getting busier and busier.
Hugely busy. When Fiona comes, we nearly always get sellouts. And it's because Fiona, they develop these incredible products that are going to fit into your everyday. It's no good buying something that you're not going to use, like perhaps a gym membership. You might buy a gym membership and pay every month, but you don't go because it's intimidating. You might buy that piece of equipment that's taken over the spare room, but you don't really go in there because it doesn't fit into your everyday. You've got to go into that room. Whereas this can be in the living room whilst you're watching a bit of TV. This could be whilst the little one's sleeping. You're watching your little baby in their, you know, their little Moses basket, and you're exercising with no sound, no electricity, not disturbing anybody.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
And you're sat down, but you're working the lower body, the upper body, and you're working that core. It's absolutely incredible and hugely, hugely busy. So please do check those baskets through whilst the stock is there, because it is back in stock, sold out completely last time it came to air, and it is an absolute favourite worldwide. Fiona travels worldwide, and this has been one of the #1 products.
So 491928 is your item number. If you do want Cardio Core, remember it's sold out on that first show. Hundreds of you are going for it right now. The resistance bands we just mentioned again, they're now at 80% of the stock. So if you do want to get hold of those, now is the time to do it. And please don't hang around. Like we say, we often have sellouts when it comes to Fiona's shows. In fact, let's take a look at a couple of reviews. When it comes to Cardio Core, we've only done one show, it's sold out. This one says, wow, a fabulous way to work out. You fit the exercises to your ability. Fast, slow, hard, easy, it's up to you. It's so versatile. It's a slim size and it's so lightweight. You can get a satisfying workout from it. It folds nicely. But leave it out to make sure you use it, and you will. Here's another one for you. Easy to use, just sit in the chair and row with one foot or both feet. Lightweight for storing, a well-made core building tool for almost any age. After 2 weeks, I'm beginning to see a difference in my core area tightening. And that's what you want, isn't it? If you want to get it, we're going to have to move away for a few minutes and count what we've got left. Hundreds of you shopping. 491928. We're at the busiest point of the show there. But Fiona brings us a great range of products, and this is another favourite, Fiona, especially with everyone here at Shop on TV, because everybody fell in love with it.
Everybody's got this because, Fiona, this is like having a gym in the palm of your hand. It's so versatile.
It really is. Or if you just want to do effortless stretches, this is the perfect. It was actually created for me by my husband. I'm a mother of 5 children and I do far too much all the time. And I'd actually lost some mobility in my shoulder muscle. It had got a bit weaker. Then, of course, you go to bed at night. It then hurts in the middle of the night and you wake up without having slept. And he said, Fiona, you just need to do some stretches that bring with them resistance to help mobility and help the strength of the shoulder muscle before you even get out of bed. So first thing in the morning, I just got to the side of my bed. I did that lovely stretch, but a stretch that brings with it resistance training, a stretch that brings with it strengthening, mobility, remobilizing. And I'm like, well, actually, if I can use this sitting down, I could do it with my leg muscles. Let's get the legs going. I could actually do some really nice core strengthening. I could actually do some bicep curls. But then, I mean, you're standing up. We could do some standing up movements here. We could do chest presses. We could do shoulder pushes. We could actually do some squats. We could do some steps with it. I mean, honestly, I haven't moved away from the sofa. I haven't taken out a gym membership. I haven't even left the room. I could still have my pajamas on and I've worked my upper body, my lower body. I've released happy dolphins, strength training, resistance training, shoulder muscles, stretching, toning. Every time you move, look at the muscles here that are being activated. But when you activate a muscle, what is it doing? Burning calories. It's releasing those endorphins. It's got the heart going, the lungs going. That's every single muscle in the body that we need to use to help us say yes to life. But this is the perfect way to literally take this with you. It weighs less than 1 pound. I can hold it with one finger. Look at your muscles activating in your shoulder area. I mean, that's phenomenal. All these muscles here are being activated, strengthened, toned. Range of motion here. Maybe it's reaching for the shelf that you're thinking, when I go to my supermarket, I'm having to tell people to reach and get things for me. This is the perfect way to keep those muscles strong. But again, you haven't moved from that sofa. All you've done is pick up something that weighs literally 1 pound in weight. I mean, let's have a look at it. It comes out of the box ready to go. I always think if it came in 2 parts, I'd only have 1 part within 1 week. Literally holding it with one finger here, super soft and spongy. We want things to be comfortable. We've designed it, what I believe is a perfect shoulder width apart, which is safe. We've got bands at the end. Why do we have resistance bands? Because we know they work. The athletes use them, doctors recommend them, physiotherapists use them. You can also use this is one way that I love to sell it, especially in America, is standing on it and just doing effortless stretches. But every stretch is bringing with it that important resistance bands. It's giving resistance training, strength training. Look at you, just doing it on one side, because maybe it's honestly, one side.
I can't believe I've twisted my band just a little bit, so it's giving me more resistance, and honestly, wow, the difference that makes.
The muscle activation
is incredible.
That you've got there is amazing. Look at that.
But what you've just talked about there, that extra rotation is part of the magic of this, because that means that not only does it grow with you as you strengthen, but it's the perfect thing to be able to offer your son. Maybe he would love that gym membership, but he just can't afford it. So if we have a look here, we could do a simple bicep curl. But if I rotate the band around, just one little rotation here, suddenly I've got more resistance. Again, rotate it around, because obviously the band is shortening. And here we go, that's even more. And again, one more rotation. That's more. So you can add resistance. You could do different movements. You could do chest presses. And, wait for it, I'm going to get on the floor.
What else is it, Fiona?
Because my friend's husband was like, it doesn't do everything in the gym. It doesn't do the row machine. I went, oh, yes, it does. Have a look at this. But my row machine, I can actually change the resistance. My row machine, I could actually do some core twists. My row machines, I can strengthen my leg muscles. My row machine, I could actually do some upper body stretches. He was like, okay, your row machine is better than my gym row machine. And obviously, a fraction of the price. It could do some assisted sit-ups, because every movement, and it's not just on the way up, it's on the way down as well. Normally, if you do a bicep curl, all the way up, but then you let it go. All the way up, but then you get, this is resistance both ways. So hugely beneficial for bone density, for muscle mass, which unfortunately, especially us ladies, after a certain time in our life, we do need to address that, you know. And I'm a mother of 5 children. I do not have time to go to the gym. I'm allergic to the gym. Honestly, if I had
You've never liked exercise.
But
you appreciate that we need to move, we need to exercise. And as we've got older, you really do appreciate, and you know, you slow down. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Definitely. And I think the big thing for me, because I am so lazy, is I want to help people say yes to life, but in a very effortless way. And look at the fabulous bag. Now, who invented the bag?
Who invented the bag?
I invented the bag.
Yay.
Again, by popular demand. I had so many people saying, look, I got the gym magic, but I actually, because of the bands, I just want to keep it all together. I want to be able to carry on. So I actually designed this fabulous, I mean, it's very, very designery. You could throw away all your handbags and just have a gym bag. But it's perfect to bob it in. You can have your little wall chart.
Well, we all travel with it, Fiona.
Yes.
It's, you know, it's in the boot of the car for all of us here at Shop on TV. A lot of the team actually do stay here, so they come here for 4 days, and was really missing the gym, missing working out. Our director tonight, he's got a few issues, and he's like, I'm really missing out exercising. And he was like, I could I can lay in the bed and actually do something with this. And you know, you really does miss it if they haven't got it with them. So the fact you can travel it, do get that little bag, because it just makes it so easy.
If you add that in with your PayPal, it's only £5 extra on your main item.
We took it to Portugal and exercised around the pool, and our friends that came away with us, they all used it. And one of our friends, her dad owns a gym, and she was like, oh, okay, let me see, how good is it, sort of thing.
And it's not a regular gym, it's a weight training
And
gym.
she was like, wow, when, you know, I was like, twist the band. She's like, wow, yeah, this is good, this is good.
If you want to add in that bag, it's available for you, and as I say, an extra £5 on the first of 3 payments with PayPal Pay in 3. It goes alongside your Gym Magic, obviously, which is already massively reduced in price. It's down to £39. 456 359 is your item number there. It's not just about what we say, though, is it?
No, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
You're burning calories, you're working every single muscle in the body. You can take it anywhere. It's an all-over body workout. I'd really recommend it to anybody that's starting out, that's never worked out before. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
I can even use it at work if I want to, and that's really great.
I love doing the core, and I can feel those muscles working, and it's so simple.
Now, do check everything out on the website. Go to the live on air shop now, tick onto that, and that'll take you through to our live hour. Everything on our hour that's available. And remember, we always have sellouts when Fiona's here. We are going to go back to our cardio core, really busy on that. The Gym Magic is the second item. We've also got a fabulous stepper, busy on everything, and we will try to get to absolutely everything as well throughout the show. Don't forget, you can always watch us live on Freeview 89. We're live on ITV and STV as well, so you can always catch us. We have got as well, and we will mention it again because it is very, very, very quickly disappearing behind the scenes. We've spoken about well-being from outside in. This is well-being from inside out, and this is our fabulous advanced liquid collagen. And collagen is virtually the glue that holds our bodies together. We're born full of it. But sadly, from our early 20s, we start to deplete collagen, and that does cause us to look and feel old. So what you'll find is when you look in the mirror, the lines, the wrinkles, the sagginess to the skin, perhaps the underarm sagginess to the skin, or actually your muscles, your bones, your ligaments, perhaps you're feeling old when you get out of bed or after you've gardened. And it does. And it's not, I don't know why it just says in women. It depletes in men and women, but actually, sadly, for women, when you go through that time in your age, around the 50s spot, it gets even worse.
Yeah, there's an increase in depletion of the collagen naturally. The great thing about collagen is you can replace it with the right supplement. We love the ERC Advanced Liquid Supplement because of the benefits that it comes alongside. Now, we always say individual results will vary. Benefits are always different for everyone. But you can imagine having less aches and pains in muscles and joints.
And so many people do mention that because, you know, collagen is in your bones, your muscles and your ligaments. And don't forget as well, we mentioned that skin, that sagginess to the skin, firmer skin. is there. It is 100% natural flavouring. It tastes
gorgeous.
delicious.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
I would put it into the fridge. We have it out of the fridge every single morning. Quick absorption because it is a liquid. So rather than taking another capsule, perhaps you're fed up of taking tablets. This is a really tasty drink with some incredible vitamins, like a multivitamin supplement as well as your collagen. And then lots and lots of people notice a difference in their hair and their nails. It's a true favourite. It's $29.99, so it's half price. And what we do recommend you do, especially when we have stock, because we do sell out of that so often, multi-order. Like any supplement, it's like going to the gym. You can't go to the gym once and you get the body you want and that's it at the end.
Unfortunately, no.
The longer you take it, the better those results. 460114 is your item number. And for so many, a product that has been quite life-changing. So do your own research on liquid collagen. And again, taking the right amount as well.
The 10,000 milligrams per serving is really important. 460114, as Hayley said, it's best to multi-order. The longer you take it, the better the benefits will be. And we're going to go back to Cardio Core, though. Only the second show, remember, that we've done with this machine.
And what happened on the first show?
Well, it's sold out. Every bit of stock. We were hoping to have it on our own without Fiona, but it had all gone. So we've got it back in stock now here at Shop on TV. Hundreds of you going for it tonight. For the first time, however, we've got the additional resistance bands. Now, it comes with the 4 resistance bands attached, ready to go. But if you want to add more resistance, you can by adding 2 additional bands. It's only £5 extra if you add them into a PayPal basket, so £15 total. But there's only 10% of the stock remaining there.
And they increase that resistance. So as you grow with this, it gives you, more resistance, up to 60% more. Or perhaps you're thinking this is going to be good for the whole family. And perhaps you're thinking, well, I'll be happy with it as it is. But actually, the kids would probably want that resistance to be a little bit stronger, and it allows you to do that. But you do need to grab those bands right now. Fiona will try to get us more stock as soon as she possibly can, but we'll be absolutely honest, we've got more people ordering those bands than stock is available. You won't all get them. Do check your basket out as soon as you possibly can.
We've got to get back to the main deal, though, the Cardio Core. Lots of people tend to join us at this time of the morning, either getting up to go out to work, coming back from work, and we all work different shifts now, don't we? It's Bank Holiday week.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Happy Bank Holiday. Yeah, happy Bank Holiday.
Monday now? It's Bank Holiday Monday already. Happy Bank Holiday.
Perhaps up late because you're not going to work tomorrow. You're like, that's good, isn't it? And perhaps you're not doing everything that you used to do. You're not going to work tomorrow, but perhaps actually you're not exercising like you used to. Perhaps you need to do something, but you don't even know where to start. And it's finding that right piece of equipment for you, isn't it? Is it the lower body you want to work out? Is it the upper body? Is it your core? I want a cardio workout. I want to burn some calories. I want to get a proper workout. This honestly has been designed to give you all of that in one piece of equipment.
And you can literally feel it, depending where you focus on, pretty much all over the body. It's a great price. It's down to £59. That's the launch price we've kept it at. It should have been $89.99. If you've not shopped before, you just need the number at the top of the screen. 491928 is the item number. And you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you've got a PayPal account and you want to spread the cost online. $21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Lots of new buyers joining us for the first time. Lots of regular customers when it comes to our fitness shows. Have been huge here, haven't they?
They have, and I think we all want to do something. No, we need to do something, but just don't know where to start. And perhaps everything's quite intimidating, isn't it? This is something that's been designed to be so easy, super compact, so it will slide under the bed or the sofa or just stand by the sofa. It's not in a spare room, a big piece of equipment that you've then got to go to that spare room and use it. There it is at the end of the sofa. And when you've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, watching the news, watching your favourite soap, just grab it out and use it. And not only do the legs, you're not only getting your steps in, you could be walking, jogging, running, you're getting that incredible movement in the bones, the hips, the knees, working that core and working the upper body at the same time. So you're getting that cardio workout using multiple muscles all at the same time, burning calories. So cleverly made, and we've seen they're used outside and inside, but storage super flat and no assembly. So you don't open the box and see loads of different screws and think there's no way I'm going to be able to put that together.
Send it back.
It comes as you see it, so you can take it out of the box and start using it.
Now, Fiona Summers has joined us for a few weeks with different products. We're so happy that Fiona's with us here at Shop on TV. But the story behind, I mean, it started for you with a different piece of equipment, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah, no, Legmaster.
Yeah.
Love it. It was brilliant. And
Still available on our website.
It's still available. And brilliant, especially pelvic floor ladies. But I did say to everybody at the time, you know, you've got to get off the sofa. You're sitting on the sofa too much. And then my husband actually had an ankle fusion and a hip replacement, and now he's having to work on knees and stuff. And he was just sitting on the sofa saying, well, I can't do cardio. What can I do with one leg? I can't go for a walk with one. He was gaining weight. He was super grumpy. And I said, can you just invent something for yourself? Something that you can do whilst you're sitting. You can activate those core muscles without getting on the floor and saying, I'm never going to get back up off the floor. You can get the leg mobility going, because he was saying, well, I want to keep one leg going, I just need to rest the other one. You can get the upper arms going, and then obviously as you're sitting doing both of them, fully supported, I'm relaxed, I'm actually sitting back here, comfortable, you're actually burning calories, releasing endorphins, happy dolphins as we call them. So better, less grumpy, ticking a lot of boxes. And then I'm thinking, well, hold on, if you can do it, this is a perfect place to start. A lot of us, you know, we start losing the finer details in life. We become a prisoner of lack of mobility.
Stop living, don't we? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Our world becomes smaller, doesn't it?
Becomes smaller, and I think, you know, we try to create things to help people say yes to life, to help people do the things they want to as we age. I'm 60, my husband's 62, and all sorts of parts of our bodies are just not functioning the way they do. And we know aging is a privilege, but you have to age strong. You have to do something. And obviously you can go for a lovely long walk. You can cycle or swim and go to the gym. That's perfect. But maybe you're somebody that is, you know, more in the house. Maybe you're somebody that just actually wants to do a bit of sneaky cardio. I think
and it is sneaky,
but
isn't
it is sneaky.
Because you think of cardio and I instantly think, I can't do it. It's bouncing around in a class. It kills my knees. My knees will be swollen like you will not believe the day after. Or it's going out running. When you think of cardio, it's always something strenuous.
It's that high impact, pounding the pavement, pounding your knees in a class.
So it is sneaky how you've worked this. So we do get that cardio.
Well, you get the cardio. You are using your heart, your lungs. You're using all these muscles. Look at them. You can actually see as I'm moving the leg, the muscles here activating. You can see them actually working. The whole leg all the way through to the core. I could be doing the upper body. This is going to replace ellipticals, stairmasters, stair climbers, treadmills, rowing machines. This is all of it. But whilst we're sitting, I've actually got a super comfy pillow here behind me, because I'm like, actually, I want to just sit and relax, but I want to get going as well. And this is a great way of actually bringing mobility back into your life, where maybe, you know, the summer holidays are nearly over and maybe you didn't actually join your family to walk on the beach because you didn't feel strong enough. Maybe it was just picking up the groceries. You're like, yeah, I have to ask my kids to help me. You know, you start losing
the independence,
the finer details. You become a prisoner of lack of mobility, when actually this is the perfect way to start and keep going for the whole family. Honestly, so many people in our reviews worldwide have said, you know, actually I felt there was nothing I could do. I felt literally there was nowhere to start.
It was too late.
And this was something, yes, too late, which just made me so sad. So I thought, look, hold on. If my husband, who's got the hip replacement and the ankle fusion and literally could not get off the sofa, could do this, and actually I think everybody can do this. And I truly believe we get reviews from people who are 90 saying, like your friend, you know, actually I'm in a wheelchair. I mean, obviously check with your doctor first, but I'm in a wheelchair, but I actually want to keep the mobility I have left and actually hopefully grow on it. I have mothers who are just saying, it's quiet, I can do it whilst the kids are sleeping and it doesn't wake them up. I'm a mother of 5. I don't have time to do anything. I actually wanted something which is going to do the legs, the upper arm, the core, the cardio, resistance training, strength training, releasing endorphins, help you sleep better at night, help you stay awake. You know, it's like 1:45 in the morning, and what are we? Super energized because of the happy dolphins. This is doing it all for me, but we are just sitting, we're chatting. Yeah. We're not hot and sweaty and out of puff. You know, it is that sneaky fitness, effortless, affordable. Look at it, it comes fully assembled. Literally, this is it out of the box. It has a nice little mat that comes with it. So if you want to put it on a flooring, that will protect it. this is it, ready to go. If I had to put it together, I would never use it. It would just stay in the box forever. You take it out. You can actually, there's one little part you do have to move. Very strenuous, the little red pin. There you go, that's it.
So that just shows that again, Fiona. That just unlocks it.
So basically, you just, that literally locks it in what I'd say is the upright position. So I could just...
When you store it.
I could just put it down the side here, out of view, and then just bring it back. And all you have to do to start is literally just release this little locking pin down here. Just a simple pin. And then should we show everybody the different ways of using it?
Yes.
Because it could be just with one leg. And that's it.
Yeah.
It could just be with the other leg. Now we can just do some gentle steps. This can be slow. It could be super fast, but then I would be so out of breath I wouldn't be able to talk. It can be the upper body with the hands over, which actually does the back here. Maybe this is the part of the body that's made you throw away all your tops because you don't like it anymore. Maybe it is the back here that you don't feel is strong anymore. You can flip it the other way around so the palms are up. And now, as you can see, my upper body there, my biceps and my forearms are using...
And you can feel that across your chest.
You can feel it across the chest.
Yeah,
It's this
really
whole front region.
And the core, of course.
The core, but as you start to do it with the legs and the arms, it's the upper arms, it's the lower legs.
Yes.
But to actually do this move, what am I doing? I'm engaging the core muscles. So I don't even no need to think about feeling guilty that I'm not doing, what are they called, crunches or V-sits or sit-ups.
And they are the worst.
Well, to be honest, I think the odd occasion I tried, I've ended up putting my neck out.
I'm exactly the same.
Putting my head out because I'm really not
doing
and
it.
then
Not
it's
right.
doing it
Yeah.
right.
it's that case of maybe you're somebody that says, well, if I get on the floor, I'm never going to get back up again. So.
That'd be me.
And the other way of doing it is obviously just the legs. I feel like I'm on a random cowboy or bucking bronco. So literally just sitting back, relaxing, pulling the arms in, replacing, treadmills, stairmasters, steppers, rowing machines. This is just doing everything for you. But again, I could just be having a cup of tea. I could have my favourite glass of wine and a little cookie on the side here, watching television. I could be on a Teams call. I could just, in the middle of the day, just get out, get everything going, just for 1 minute or 20 minutes, whatever you want to do.
Because it's so simple, you don't even think about it.
No.
And I think there's lots of pieces of gym equipment that if you've perhaps gone on a treadmill, you're perhaps watching the time all the time, how long has gone.
How much
or if you've been
more
on the
have I
cross
gotta
train,
do?
oh gosh, have I only done 2 minutes? Whereas this, you completely switch off. You don't have to think about what you're doing. Have the telly on, and before you know it, you're like, oh my goodness, oh, it's the advert.
Yeah.
I've done 10 minutes and
do the
I
second
haven't even
half.
thought about it. And that's why it's so simple to fit into your everyday. Because when you have got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it's every little bit helps. So you haven't got to go on this for hours on end. This is something that when you've got a few minutes in the day, perhaps when the little one's sleeping, perhaps when you sit down and watch the news in the morning, perhaps it is your favourite soap, Emmerdale at the minute, oh my goodness, and perhaps it's your favourite soap and you're watching that favourite, without even thinking, this is all automatic, you won't think about what you're doing, you're watching TV and all of a sudden you've done your workout and you've done a full body workout. Because you don't have to think about doing, I'll do the upper body today, but I want to get my legs stronger. I need to work my core. What Fiona's done is design one piece of equipment that does all of it at the same time. You're multitasking, and it's those happy dolphins. It's getting that buzz into your body. There's something about exercise, and if you haven't exercised, you might think, oh, it's just going to drain me. I'm just going to be so tired. It energizes you. Happy endorphins is the proper word. I call it happy dolphins. And if I don't exercise first thing when I get up, my day is slow, I'm sluggish, I can't concentrate. I feel down personally because I haven't done what I feel I should do. I need to move. And if you start getting that habit of perhaps every morning getting on this for a few minutes, you'll be blown away how you've got that bounce in your step. The day seems to be that little bit smoother because you feel energised. And when you start to notice the difference, perhaps the strength in your legs, you think, well, actually, I'm going to try and walk down to the paper shop and get my paper and get your confidence back. But then because you've got these resistance bands and you can increase the resistance by buying the extra bands if we've got any left, this can be for someone that's really into exercise, that you really want to work those legs, that normally you do go to the gym, but perhaps you can't afford that gym membership anymore, and you want to have a real workout this is allowing you to do that. But getting that heart rate up, burning those calories and getting that full body workout. You must, though, be really quick. We're super limited stock on the extra bands for our cardio core. The cardio core sold out completely when we launched it. We've managed, this is the first time we've managed to get it back in stock, and we are hugely busy. I think we've still got about 3 times as many people ordering as stock we've already sold. And this honestly is going to fit into your everyday, going to fit into your life. And it's why I think, Fiona, it's one of your best-selling pieces of equipment.
I think it is as well, because I sell it in Australia, I sell it in Canada, America. And I think what people are loving about it is the perfect way to help everybody, and I mean everybody, whether you're 20 or you're 90, to say yes to life. You know, it is the perfect way to replace the stepper, the treadmill, the rowing machine if you're young and maybe you can't afford a gym membership. It's the perfect way. Like, I'm a mother of 5. I don't have time to go to a gym. If I had a gym membership, it would become a gym donation, because I'm allergic to those places. I wouldn't even want to walk in one. But maybe you are more elderly. You know, maybe you are somebody who's in the chair a lot and you're just thinking, look, I know I need to do some cardio, I know I need to do strength training, I know I need to burn calories, but I'm sitting a lot. Well, actually, hallelujah, you can stay sitting. You can just sit down for the rest of your life, because this is the perfect way. Look at the resistance bands. Every movement is bringing with it resistance training. I'm of the age, I'm 60. Once you get over a certain age, ladies and men, you start losing muscle mass. Muscle mass means strength. Strength means life. Life means doing all those things you want to do. You know, whether it's just walking down the shops, whether it's, you know, holding your grandchild's hand, walking up the steps. How many people are selling their house and buying a bungalow because they can't get up the steps? Whatever it is in life that you're thinking, I just feel certain things are slipping away from me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do. It's too late. No, it's not. This is the perfect way. Gentle movements whilst you're sitting down. Maybe one side of your leg doesn't really function well. My husband had a hip replacement, an ankle fusion. He's like, there is nothing I can do with one leg. And I'm like, so create something you can do with one leg.
And he did.
And he did. And at the same time, because like with you know, you've always very, very clearly identified that everything that we create, he doesn't just do one thing. You know, we want to do the legs, we want to do the upper body, we want to do the core, we want to release the happy dolphins, we want to burn calories, we want to bring resistance and strength training, mobility and range of, but there's this long list that actually, even if you just want one thing on it, sorry guys, you're going to get the whole long list of benefits. But we want it to be effortless. We want it to be affordable. We want you to actually do it. If this is difficult and you have to do it for hours and it's exhausting and you're super, super sweaty at the end of it, guess what? You're not going to do it. You know, go to all of our websites, look at all the reviews. They are just 5-star, 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 because I think people are saying, look, this actually is it is sneaky cardio. It's not pounding the pavements. It's not exhausting. We're getting steps in. We're getting thousands of steps in. They always give us that huge number every day. Whoosh, get your steps in. Thousands of them. Well, this is a perfect way. I think I probably exceeded a whole week's worth of steps, but also range of motion. Look at this. Maybe this part of the body is not functioning. Look at the muscles here. Look at, it's actually really, I don't often see my leg from that angle. Look at that muscle. Look at the muscle here. And I can tell you right now, I think I stepped foot in a gym once back in the 1900s, and it was to get a nice super glass of cold water. And I looked around.
You've never liked or wanted to exercise, but you just knew that you needed
Well,
to.
it's called one word, lazy. I actually, seriously, I admit it, I'm lazy. So I said to my husband, with all our products, like with the Leg Master, it's 1 minute. You could do this for 1 minute. The Gym Magic, you can just lie down and do effortless stretches. We want to encourage people that have no desire to go to the gym, which gyms are great for lots of people. You know, you take out the membership, you spend hours getting there, you've got to wear super clothes and you probably feel very intimidated, but by all means, go and have some fun. But for me, in the comfort of my own home, for my father in the comfort of his own home, for my kids when they have a very small apartment, they're like, oh, I can't afford the gym membership. This is perfect. Gym Magic, perfect. Everything we do is effortless things that bring huge benefits for everybody.
And I think we all know we need to do something. That was the case for me. I know that I need to keep moving.
You've never liked exercise, but especially as you get a little bit
And you're
older.
the opposite, but all of these machines we do here are brilliant for both of us.
Well, it's
because
being
they're for all
time
levels.
poor as well. Life changes, doesn't it? And all of a sudden, you're very busy for whatever reason. Perhaps you're busy because you've got children. Perhaps you're busy because you've got elderly relatives. And all of a sudden, you haven't got that time to do that exercise. And you want something that's really quick, that's really easy, that allows you to multitask. And this is that. This will allow you to be on the treadmill, on the stepping machine, on the cross trainer, on the rowing machine, working that core, that balance, getting that workout so easily whilst you're watching a bit of TV without even really thinking about it. I think you just use this so naturally, though it comes with a great wall chart, and there are classes as well you can follow on YouTube. But I think as soon as you get this out of the box, you'll understand how, I can just exercise. Actually, that side of my body is a little bit weaker. I could just really push that leg. I could really work that, get that leg a little bit stronger. I do tend to sort of drag that leg a little bit, or perhaps something's happened where it is just one side body that's a little bit weaker. But then you might think, well, actually, what do I need? I want to strengthen my legs, but I want to also, I hate my underarm area. I hate my back fat as well. I could do with some, well, there's your legs, there's your upper body and your back fat, working your chest. And do you know what else is happening? What else don't we like? This area. We don't like it visually, do we? Especially now the summer's here. But at the same time, that core, that tummy area and all that area around, that is your balance, that's your strength.
So important,
so important to have a strong core, and this is working that core.
All those different areas that Hayley just talked about. Now, you can still add it into your basket. We've got about 50% of new customers tonight. It might be the first purchase you've made. It's really simple to shop with us. 491928 is the item number. The easiest way is always the website, shopontv.co.uk. With this particular product, you've got the opportunity to spread the cost if you pay online, and you've got a PayPal account, $21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. It's right there. It's the first product. Just click on there, and as you go through, it talks you through the buying process. It's simple. You add it to your basket, or you can just buy now. You can register, or you can buy as a guest if you like, if you don't want to
I've registered. It's really easy and super quick when you want to reorder as well. And remember, if you are watching, we have got a lot of new viewers this evening or this morning. Never know whether it's this evening or this morning. But
happy bank holiday.
Yeah, happy bank holiday. And don't forget, we're always live on ITV1 and STV at some point between midnight and 3 a.m. However, we always start at midnight on Freeview 89. So if we're ever quite late on ITV and you think, I'd like to watch it at midnight, if you go to Freeview 89, you can watch us there as well.
You can see us in the daytime on Freeview 89, all kinds of different products throughout the day, so make sure you catch us there. Something else that you have been absolutely loving, which we both personally love, is this ERC Advanced Liquid Collagen. This is a collagen supplement, and it's such a buzzword at the minute on social media, on TV programs.
Yeah, and I think we always think, collagen, it's in creams, it's in injections, collagen. Well, actually, our bodies, when we're born, are full of collagen. It's virtually the glue that holds our body together. It's in our skin, it's in our bones, our ligaments, our muscles. But sadly, we start to lose collagen when we age. From our early 20s, which is very disappointing that we age from our early 20s. But sadly you do, and you start to notice visually in the mirror, as you're losing that collagen, if you're looking at those lines, the wrinkles, the sagginess to the skin, the droopy jowls, and perhaps it's the underarm skin that's gone softer, or perhaps as you're getting older, it's the top of the knees that's gone horrible. You notice, and that is the lack of collagen. But then also, because it's in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments, perhaps you're feeling old when you get out of bed, when you get out of that low chair. So doesn't it make sense that if we're feeling and looking older due to the lack of collagen, does it make sense to take collagen? If you're thirsty, I'll get a glass of water. If you are lacking in iron, you take an iron capsule. So honestly, it just makes sense, doesn't it, to take collagen?
Yeah, and there are so many benefits when it comes to collagen supplements. It varies for different people. Like we say, it's always individual, results will vary. But imagine if it was less aches and pains in muscles and joints. Imagine if you had firmer skin. It's a quick absorbing collagen. It might even be that you get stronger hair and nails. Now, it's pretty much half price at $29.99. 460114 is the item number. We would always advise with the supplement to multi-order. The longer you take it, the better the benefits you will see. And we were lucky enough to work with a lady by the name of Diane, a lovely lady, one of our good friends from ERC, and she explained why it's so important. Diane joins us. Now, your background is beauty. You were a beauty therapist for a number of years, and you still are, really.
Absolutely. So, background, yes, all about beauty, anything to do with skin and health and how we can treat the body and really look after the largest living organ. I mean, simple as.
Liquid collagen has blown me away.
Liquid collagen is, now we originally started to develop this just for skin, and then we had the benefits of it's amazing for not only skin, but for hair, for nails, and for joints. So if you think about collagen, we know over 70% of the body, of the skin, is made up of collagen, but over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen.
Gosh.
And we deplete that year after year after year.
So that can be your joints, your ligaments.
Your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. Collagen is the building block of everything within the body.
And this is the depletion we're talking about.
And we see ourselves as we age, but we feel as we age as well, don't we?
And it might be something as simple as, you know, a roll over in bed isn't just a quick flip, or a get up from the couch isn't as easy as what it used to be. You go for a walk and you feel a bit stiffer, or you exercise and it takes you more than a couple of days to recover. So this collagen is great because it literally, you are going to take one shot per day for 10,000 milligrams of collagen.
Now that's important, the dosage,
that's huge, absolutely. So really, some, you know, there's lots of other collagen brands out there. Some of them might be 4,000, 5,000, 8,000. This is 10,000 milligrams, and it's only one shot.
Wow.
That's the other beauty. And it's in a liquid formulation.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great.
It tastes great. I've got mine in my fridge. It tastes amazing. Every morning my body wants it.
Absolutely. And when you don't take it, that's when you know, don't you?
Isn't it amazing?
I find I'm more tired. So, you know, out and about a lot. If I miss a day or two, it's amazing how I notice my energy levels start to decline. But when I take it regularly, every day, you know, one of these bottles will last you 3 weeks, 20 days, and a 25ml shot each and every day.
Okay.
But for me, it's part of my morning routine. Wake up, open the fridge, out comes the milk for the coffee, out comes the collagen's taken, the kettle's on, it goes back, and I'm done. And it's the simplicity of it that is beautiful.
It is that super boost. Now, when it comes to advanced liquid collagen, it is about all those results. The flavour is gorgeous, but it's going to help with things like skin, hair, nails. There's so many benefits.
Absolutely. And this is the way, you know, topically, we're great at sort of working on the face area, maybe the hands, but we're not as great with the body skin, okay? This treats literally from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in one 25ml shot.
Because we notice the difference under our arms, don't we, as we age? our legs at top of your knees.
Exactly.
What goes on?
The texture changes, the skin changes. You're losing those fatty acids. The collagen is depleting. So this is a super simplistic way. Take one shot each and every day. And it's the 25ml. That's what gets me. It's that one little baby shot. The measuring cap comes literally as your measure. So the cap comes, it's included. Take one of those, but you are treating from up here down to the base of your tippy toes.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Beauty from inside out, but it's not just about your skin and your hair and your nails, it is about your joints as well. I've got mum onto this. She's in her 80s. Her next birthday, she's 86. It's never too late, is it, to make that difference?
It's never too late. I have a neighbour of mine who calls it his magic potion. Joe is 86, and he's like, I've run out of the magic stuff, Diane. Where is it? And his wife, Margaret, so she's about 82. Margaret comes along. You got any magic potion? I've got magic potion for you. But I think it's that whole, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more stiff, if you just don't feel that you've got the energy you used to have, or maybe you're trying to recover from an operation, you know, sometimes, or you've been on like meds for lots of years, and sometimes your body just needs that boost. This is a great way, a healthy way, because it's packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen, so they're the most prolific and abundant in the body naturally. It's also got the gorgeous hyaluronic acid in there. Now, we love that for skin, but we also love it for joint mobility and motion. We've then got things like vitamin C. We've got B4, B5, B7,
Oh, wow.
B6, B12. It is absolutely packed.
They're all vitamins we hear
All
constantly
vitamins.
our bodies should have, aren't they?
Totally. So all the vitamins are packed in here. We need obviously the vitamin C to help it get all around the system. But we've then got things like biotin. So with your hair, if you're struggling with fine hair, lots of breakage, perfect. If your nails feel really, really weak, I mean, I've laughed now. My nail girl is like, not again. Every 2 weeks, she's like, do they need cutting
Why are they
again?
growing so quick?
Because they're growing so quickly, and she's literally like, no gel on you. You can only have polish these days because it's just like it's a super thickness. So it really is about strength. It's about sort of helping to repair and rebuild what's natural in the system through one single shot a day.
One tasty, very easy shot every morning. Have it cold out the fridge, and honestly, it gives you that kickstart. Lots of people mention energy, but also less aches and pains.
Yeah, imagine if you had any of those benefits. What a bonus that would be.
Firmer skin.
Yeah.
Loads of people notice difference quite quickly in hair and nails. Obviously, we're all different, but the great thing is so many 5-star reviews for ERC's liquid collagen.
And we would say if you can multi-order, please do. The longer you take it, the better the benefits you will see. 460-114 is your item number. It really is a well-being show, this one.
So your collagen is well-being from inside out, and we're now well-being from outside in. We know we need to move. We know we need to exercise. We're meant to move. When we were, I don't know, created, we didn't have cars and offices. We didn't sit down all day. We didn't sit on a train, sit in a car, sit in a box and not moving. We worked the land, didn't we? We had to walk everywhere. Every job was physical. And our lives have changed. And I think that's why we are, as a nation, becoming bigger and slower and not so fit, because our jobs don't make us do a great deal. This is something that's going to be fit into your everyday, that's going to get you moving, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Get those juice in your joints, get those legs moving, work that tummy, work those arms. How do you do that? Well, you do that with the cardio core. This is the great thing. Sometimes we're clueless. How do we get moving?
And this is so intuitive. As soon as you get out of the box, it's ready built. You don't have to build it. You don't have to do anything. You'll stand it up and you'll be good to go. And you'll start that movement. And the great thing is you'll be doing these movements while you sat on the sofa, while you're watching TV, watching your favourite programmes. And we've got a massively reduced price. The first shows we did, remember, or the first show, this is only the second show we've done with Cardio Core. It's sold out in that first show. Every bit of stock that we had, we've got as much as we can.
Fiona Summers products, and we tend to, whenever we have Fiona, we have sellouts, and it was an absolute, and it is an absolute favourite. So really pleased to have it back in stock. We had a vast amount of stock, but a lot of that stock, if you check your baskets out right now, is going super quickly. Something else that we've had for the first time as well is the extra resistance bands, and we'll be absolutely honest, you're not all going to get these because we've got more people ordering than stock is available. Fiona will try and get us stock back as quickly as possible. But they've been super popular.
Well, it's only £5 extra if you're using PayPal Pay in 3, £5 on your first of 3 payments. It's an extra pair of bands that'll add up to about 60% more resistance. If you all check your baskets out, those of you who've got them in baskets, they're what we call over-allocated. They'll be completely sold out.
So on your machine, you've got 4 of those resistance bands, and do your own research into resistance training. Lots of the equipment at the gym, it's resistance training, and this allows you to have the rowing machine, it allows you to have the stepper, it allows you to have the cross trainer in your home, in your living room, in one machine.
And Fiona joins us for the show, bringing us a great variety of equipment for all levels of fitness, because she looks like she adores the gym. She's never out the gym. But
This truly is for the people that like to exercise, or the lazy people, Fiona, isn't it?
Queen of lazy. No, honestly, I fly around the world because I admit I'm lazy. I am lazy, and I inspire everybody to do lots of movements and exercises when I actually don't do a lot myself. But this I do, actually. My leg mask, I love my leg mask, so I do that as well. And for many years I've said, right, everybody, get off the sofa, you are lazy, get up. Now I'm saying it's okay, actually. You can be lazy. Stay on the sofa, because this is active sitting. This is, I'm going to rename it right today, Sneaky Cardio Core.
And it is, because cardio you instantly think, and cardio is normally bouncing around, running, doing a fitness class. And for me, I can't do cardio anymore because it really hurts my knees. My knees will swell.
Yeah.
But this is sneaky because we are getting a cardio workout while we're sat down.
Well, definitely. I think, to me, cardio just sounds exhausting. You know, it's just like, oh, so energised. But actually, it doesn't have to be. This is getting the heart going. This is getting the lungs going. Look at the movement here. This is replacing your stepper, your treadmill, your elliptical. Look at these muscles here. This is great, actually, to see.
Isn't it?
I'm like, I don't often turn to the side.
Is that my leg?
I'm like, woo, look at that. As I'm moving it down, that is the muscle activating. But also, it's the knee, the ankle, all the way through to the core. Maybe you're somebody that, well, like me, that doesn't do those crunches or sit-ups, or I just don't do them. I mean, I don't even know how to do them. I think the one time I did do them, I put my neck out because I was like, dragging. This is doing it for you.
And for that, you have to get, like you always say, you have to get down on the floor.
No.
And that's, for me, I'm that person you talk about. You can't get off the floor.
Well,
when
mine
you've
would
gone
be
down
like that. If I get down there, I won't be getting back up.
Definitely. But as you've often said, the core is everything. One thing I always remember from many years ago, it's that stops you falling. You brace the core.
It's that strength of that tummy.
And that is so important.
Yeah.
For everything in life, just reach. If ever anybody has had that slightly pulled tummy muscle, getting off of the sofa, getting in the car, everything is core. And it's really difficult to activate, tone and strengthen that part of the body. But I mean, you know, this is effortless. This is efficient. I love my E words. Effortless, easy, efficient, effective. And throw an A word in, affordable. And it's silent. There's no electricity. There's no membership. We're just chatting. We could be watching television. I could be on a Teams call. But I'm using the upper arms. I'm using the lower legs. And if I do the two together, to actually push those legs away, I have to engage the core muscles. And by engaging, we're also burning calories. Look what we have here. We have the resistance bands, because we know resistance bands is going to help with muscle mass. After the age of 30, 40, 50, we know there's issues with bone density, with muscle mass. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. And muscle mass means strength. And strength means saying yes to things in life, like just going for a walk, carrying your grandchild, gardening, pickleball, whatever it is. You know that to just move around, you need strength in the legs. To be doing carrying, to stretch and pick up things, to cook, to everything, you need strength in the upper arm. To keep stable on our feet, we need strength in the core. There's a lot of things you need strength and, you know, ability to keep going. And this is something just by sitting. I'm fully supportive of my back. It's another. I think we all have a reason not to exercise. A lot of people say my back. Oh, I can't do anything because my back. Obviously, check with your doctor first. But I'm just sitting. I'm fully supported here. I've got some super comfy pillows here. I could be having a nice cup of tea. I could be having a nice shot of whiskey. It's late at night.
Drink responsibly.
Obviously.
But we're ready when they want to deliver those.
Exactly. I could just have a nice, you know, piece of cake here, because actually I could do this with one arm. I could do this with one foot. You know, a lot of people say, no, it's too late. Nothing I can do. Nothing works anymore. You could do this. I really think everybody watching could just do gentle steps. I could do just upper arms. I could do other upper arms, which is going to do my biceps. I could do simple movements with the leg muscles. And I love that angle. That is brilliant. Look at that. That's the muscle starting to work.
And that's a leg that hasn't been to the gym, isn't it?
This is a leg that has not been to the gym ever. And I can honestly say that, other than, I have to say, I went in once to get like a cup of ice water and thought, I'm glad I don't. Well, you know what? It's expensive. It's time.
It's not for everybody.
Well, I have 5 children. I do not have time to go to the gym. And actually, then I'd be like, well, what am I going to wear? And what is it? And they're all much young. I mean, I'm 60. They're all younger than me now. So I feel super old. I feel like a granny in there. So it is definitely somewhere that I do not want to go to. And I think many people are the same.
Absolutely.
So to be able to sit on your sofa and just get going and keep going, interrupt that sitting, because we do, a lot of us sit too much. And actually, maybe you're somebody that's kind of thought, I shouldn't sit down too much because I'm finding it difficult to get off the sofa.
Yeah.
Well, this is the perfect way of keeping everything that you want to do in life. Say yes to life. You know, stop becoming a prisoner of lack of mobility. This is something that, if you go to reviews on all the, you know, places I sell worldwide, in most countries, they are saying this is the perfect way to just say yes to life and everything you want to do in it, no matter what your fitness level, whether you're 20, we have people that are like nearly 100 saying, you know what, I've now got a spring in my step because I'm getting a few little steps in the comfort of my own home, and I've never felt stronger.
That's great,
That's
isn't it?
And if you don't use it, you do lose it. You know, if you have ever been sort of laid up for a while, your legs instantly weaken, don't they? Or perhaps you've had something happen to an arm, so you haven't really used that arm.
So you've got
all of
to
a sudden
build it up
loses
again.
all its strength so quickly. So to help you, and obviously always check with the doctor if you are going through anything at the moment, but they want you to move. The movement and the resistance is so great for the legs, for the muscles, for the bones. Working that core, working that upper body and the lower body without you even thinking. Perhaps you know you need to make those changes. Perhaps even a doctor said you need to start moving more. Perhaps you know in your heart that you're not living a full life anymore because perhaps you used to golf. Perhaps you used to always walk down to the paper shop and see a few neighbours on the way, and perhaps this holiday was spoilt because a lot of things you stayed at the caravan because you knew you couldn't join in because you were already going to spoil it all because you wouldn't be able to keep up with everybody else. If you feel you need to make some changes, I know it's really intimidating finding that right piece of equipment or going to a gym. Perhaps that'd never be you. I've been going to gym for many years, but I still find it quite intimidating. Everyone's always super fit and looking amazing. I go with my hair everywhere and I've got no makeup on. The great thing with this is you don't need a posh gym outfit. You don't need the time to get to the gym. You don't need to brush your hair or brush your teeth. You can actually be sat on the sofa with your pyjamas still on, put some sensible shoes on, and then you could be exercising, watching the news first thing in the morning. And hand on heart, if you start to get into the habit of doing that every day, you're going to be blown away what exercise does. Because it's not just about getting trimmer and feeling a little bit fitter. You get this buzz in your body. It's the best kickstart to any day. When you start to notice perhaps your jeans are a little bit loose, or actually you're walking a little bit easier, or perhaps gardening isn't so hard anymore. Honestly, this can make that difference. But remember, for everybody, because this is for the beginners, this is for getting you moving, but because of that resistance, and do your own research into resistance training, you really can get a full body workout. Like this is a cross trainer, like this is the treadmill, like this is a rowing machine. And don't forget, if there are any left, you can add in those extra resistance bands as well, which will increase that resistance up to 60%. The next 10 people will actually get those. This is how busy we are, and this is what it's all about. Something that fits into your home and that will fit into your absolute everyday. Because whilst you watch that news, have a little workout on your cardio core. Whilst your favourite soap's on. And just 60 seconds, every minute makes a difference. You don't have to spend hours on
That's
this.
the great thing about these kind of pieces of equipment that you will use because they're in your home. They're stored by the side of the sofa or underneath the bed, and they're out in a matter of moments. Hundreds of you still going for this machine. Remember, it sells out when we had it previously. We've only done one show before it's sold out. We got as much stock as we can get.
It's taken a while to get it back in stock. And absolutely flying.
You've also got the launch price. It should have been $89.99. It's down to £59. That's $21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you're wondering how to order, you just need that number at the top of the screen, 491928. And because it's so easy to store away, you will use it. You'll get it out, and you don't have to build it when it arrives. That's the other massive bonus.
And straight out of the box, you can be working out. And whether I'm really feeling that on my bottom, on my glutes, as well as my core, then you're walking, and you could be walking nice and slowly, you could be jogging, you could be running, you could be on the cross trainer. It's all in this one piece of equipment, and honestly, you'll be blown away how easy it is, but what a difference it could make to your everyday. We're meant to move, but we've got so many in baskets. Check that basket out, because that is your first step today to, I think, a happier, healthier you, because you found something that you are going to use that will fit into your everyday, and that I truly do believe is going to make a difference. So easy to order on our website. Just go to the Live on Air shop now and click on there, and it takes you through to our live show.
There you'll see our YouTube feed. Remember, you can click and subscribe and follow us on YouTube. Then you can watch back all the previous shows. All the other items that we've got there in stock for you from Fiona. I say in stock because they tend to sell out. The Gym Magic, absolutely brilliant, but that's over 50% of the stock there has gone. 1. Comes with the wall chart, comes with links through to different classes for beginners, intermediate and advanced. There's a seated workshop there as well. It is again about resistance, but resistance that you can change, Fiona.
Definitely, and it's effortless stretches, it's strength training. Look at the muscles being activated here. This is to strengthen the whole body. It weighs less than 1 pound, comes in one little piece. Upper arm, lower arm, strength, and you can change the resistance as well. So perfect for the teenager through to, you know, your mother who maybe just wants to stretch. But every movement you do with it, whether it's strengthening resistance or stretching, brings with it really important health benefits. Look at this, first thing in the morning, just that morning stretch, get the core muscles going, get everything woken up, your mind, body and soul more energized, strengthening in your lounge, get the upper body. Here's bicep curls. We've got shoulder mobility, we've got strength training, men, women, young, old. Take it away with you. You know, it's the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand or the whole of the gym in your hand luggage. It absolutely does, it even does a rowing machine. Honestly, I can't think of anything this single little piece cannot do. It also comes to the wall chart with my favourite 15 moves, which obviously change every time I use it. I've also got 4 little, I hate to call them workouts because it's not really workouts, but it's movements. They're about 10 minutes long for the beginner, the intermediate, the advanced and a seated to literally get the whole part of the body going. Upper body, lower legs, buttocks, forearms, core muscles, literally the whole body is activated. But you can do this standing, you could do this sitting, you could do this lying down, literally effortless stretches, each bringing with it resistance training, strength training, burning calories, but also you can rank it up and do bicep curls, tricep curls, crunches, whatever, with just as much or as little resistance as you want to. I just, honestly, I could do a show for 5 hours on this and never repeat a movement once because there's so much. And every time I do a show with people, I'm like, oh, I need to put that in another. I need to redo my wall chart with 500 moves on it. Do so many different, you know, little routines with some fabulous new moves that I haven't even thought about.
And we all love it here
brilliant.
at Shop on TV, and we all love it for different reasons, Fiona.
I know, exactly.
That's the great thing about it. For me, it's that morning stretch because the resistance really feels like it stretches out my back. When I wake up, I do a few stretches and turns, and then if you want a proper full workout with it, it is your gym in a bag.
Yeah, it was created for me, this one, because I had some problems with my shoulder mobility and then I lost, you know, kind of strength in it. Then it was keeping me awake and my husband was like, Fiona, this is ridiculous. So he created it for me and I'm like, the whole world should have this. And I have created a fabulous bag, my lovely Gym Magic bag, which you can get to pop it in so you can carry it around. And I think it's the best bag in the whole world.
Well, I think everybody will travel with it. I think you've made a fantastic bag.
It's a lovely bag.
Because our director, he travels with it, brings it to work. And he was like, I've been trying to hold it together sort of with an elastic band. So he's grabbed the bag straight away. We travel with it always away on holiday. We take it in the suitcase. And that's just going to make it so easy to pack as well. And it's just an extra £5 in your PayPal basket if you split that cost with PayPal.
Yeah, definitely worth adding in if you're going to travel with it. Your Gym Magic is absolutely flying also. Over 50% of the stock there already gone. If you've got it in a basket, check your basket out. And that goes for any of the products. Again, we seem to have a surge at this time in the morning and people coming in from work or getting up to go to work.
Yeah,
this
it does
is
get busier
another brand new item that we've got tonight. This is the step and stretch. It's about activating leg muscles, but so much more, Fiona.
Definitely. With every step and stretch, this is, you know, you've got the resistance training. This is for your ankles and your feet. Maybe it's last thing at night you're thinking, goodness me, I need to put my feet up. They're swollen, the circulation, the mobility. Maybe you have strained or twisted your ankle a little bit. This is a great way of actually rotating the ankles, strengthening the lower legs. So maybe you're not shuffling anymore. Maybe you're not fearful of walking on pavements. We need to pick our feet up. How do we strengthen those front parts of the leg muscles? How do we strengthen the calves? There's ligaments, cartilage, bones, muscles throughout the whole leg. And what do we use our legs for? We use it to connect us with life. So if you feel your ankles need stretching, which I bet everybody watching now is like, actually, yeah, my feet don't feel great at the end of the day. Or maybe first thing in the morning, you're thinking, I don't get up in the, get out of bed with a step and stretch in my legs and I can't bounce across the room. This is the perfect way of strengthening, remobilizing, keeping this whole ankles strong, strength, all the way through to the upper legs, the knees, it's just so important to keep this part of the body fit and strong and remobilize it so that we can stay connected with life.
Such a great piece of equipment and a reduced price down to £50. That's $18.32 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments. 372682 is your item number if you'd like to add that into your basket. If you are multi-ordering, maybe you're buying something for yourself, something for someone else, you'll only pay that one postage across the show, remember. We've also got our liquid collagen. Lots of people have gone for this tonight. Understandably, this is a collagen supplement. You may have seen collagen out on the market. Collagen is brilliant because it naturally depletes in our body, but this is about replacing that depletion.
Yeah, I think you might think collagen, isn't that in creams? And it's in injections. It's good for my skin, isn't it? Well, actually, our bodies, when we're born, we are full of collagen. It's virtually the glue that holds our body together, but it's also in our bones, our ligaments, our muscles. But sadly, as we age, and they do say from your early 20s, which is very depressing, and for women and for men, it's just worse for women when they go through that stage in their 50s. We lose even more. But then you look in the mirror, and the lack of collagen can help create the lines, the wrinkles, the nose to mouth lines, the sagginess to the skin, the droopiness to the jowls, the horrible skin under your arms or on the top of your knees. You lose that strength to your skin. But then as you lose it through the body, through the muscles, the ligaments, you feel old when you get out of bed or when you get out of a low chair or after you've gardened or, you struggle now to look after the grandchildren and pick them up. So doesn't it make sense if losing collagen is creating us feeling and looking older, doesn't it make sense to replace collagen? Because if you were thirsty, you'd just have a glass of water. Said to get rid of, I'll get that, get rid of that thirst. If you're lacking in iron, of course I'll take an iron capsule. So lacking in collagen, doesn't it make sense to take collagen? And this liquid collagen from ERC, well, so many benefits people have found in so many different ways.
Well, the first benefit is it's easily absorbed because it's a liquid collagen. And the individual results vary. People see different benefits, but imagine if you had less aches and pains in muscles and joints. Imagine if you had that firmer skin that Hayley was talking about. The other bonus is a stronger hair and nails.
And often that's one of the first things people start to notice.
The flavouring is gorgeous. It's a natural berry flavour. It's sugar-free. It's marine collagen and it's got hyaluronic acid in there. It's got lots of vitamins and minerals in there as well.
Yeah, lots of vitamin Bs, vitamin Ds that are so important. So it is a bit like a multivitamin alongside that collagen intake as well, and the right amount of collagen. 460114 is your item number. It's a bit like going to the gym. I would multi-order this because you can't go to the gym once, get the body you want, and then it stays forever. With a supplement, it's getting into the habit of taking it every day. So if you can get a couple of these or 3 of these, the longer you take it, the better those results.
So 460114, the item number, and as Hayley said, if you can multi-order, it's just one postage, so you don't have to pay multiple.
And once you've started to take it, you will really regret if we're out of stock.
Yes,
and you want another
that's
bottle.
When you realise how good it is, isn't it?
It truly is. When you stop taking it, you notice what benefits you had, because all of a sudden you're looking in the mirror thinking, God, I look old, I look tired, and then you get in that, oh gosh.
What's changed?
What's changed? Then you think, I'm not taking my collagen, so honestly grab it. That is well-being from inside out, and we're back to well-being from outside in, because it's all about you, a healthier, happier you, I always think.
Yeah, Fiona Summers brings us a great range of equipment. This is the Cardio Core. It's a best-selling piece of equipment at the moment. If you want that full body workout with resistance training from a piece of equipment that you don't have to plug in, that doesn't make a noise, that works with you on resistance to work so many different muscle groups.
Well, it could be like a treadmill. You could be doing a slow walk, getting your steps in. You could be jogging. If you like, you could be running, you can go as fast as you like, you can make it as easy as like. You could be on the row machine, you could be on the cross trainer. It's not just working that lower body, it's not just working the legs and moving those joints and getting the juice in your joints. It's also working the upper body. So that's working the back fat, the chest, the arms, but then at the same time, the most important part, visually, because we don't like it, we like a flat core, but actually that core is your balance. That is your everyday stability. When you go to slip, it's your strong core that stops you falling. So important. But how do you exercise all those areas at once? Well, with the cardio core, and that's why it's been so popular. It's
so popular. If you want to add it into your basket, 491928 is the item number. Hundreds of you have gone for it tonight alone. Lots of new customers. A very warm welcome to Shop on TV, and very warm welcome back if you're one of our regular customers. It's lovely to have you come.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can watch us every night from midnight on Freeview 89. So we always launch on ITV and STV between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. But sometimes it's 12:30, sometimes it might be 1:45. So if you notice, they're not live on ITV and STV till 12:30. Remember, you can catch us on Freeview 89 from midnight.
If you do want to email in, we'd love to hear from you. Studio at shopontv.co.uk. You can also message on the message board on the website that you'll see as you go through. Really busy on the phones. Do apologise if you've been waiting on the phones, but they will get to you as soon as possible. 491928 is the cardio core that we've got for you, and we're not alone. Fiona Summers joins us once again for the show. It's one of your best-selling pieces of equipment, isn't it?
It is, and actually I try to think about why it is, and I think, you know, we call it cardio core, but I have actually officially tonight renamed it as sneaky cardio core. I think, you know, we all know we need to do some cardio, but it just sounds exhausting. It sounds sweaty, it sounds high impact, and what we've created here is the perfect way to sit back, relax, but also get those steps in. We know we need to do, is it 10,000 steps a day? This is a perfect way to do it. Look at these muscles being activated. And when I activate, then I'm stretching. Look at the whole mobility. It can go all the way straight. Look at that. That's really good. I like this little side angle, bringing it up. To actually do this, I'm having to activate the core. So I could say goodbye to doing sit-ups and crunches that I never did in the first place. But also we've designed it so that you can actually do your upper body as well. With everything that we create, we like to offer huge amounts of health benefits in a very, very small amount of time.
We like to multitask, and you create.
I'm creator. I'm queen of lazy and multitasking. Yeah, seriously, honestly, the idea of going to a gym is just, well, it's just not even an option, really. If I had a gym membership, it'd become a gym donation, because I'd just see the money go out. And, I mean, gyms are great, but they're just not for everybody. If you're somebody that's sitting at home now and you're thinking, actually, getting off the sofa has become a challenge. Maybe, you know, this is the summer's come and gone, and maybe you stopped doing the gardening, maybe you stopped visiting family, you know. Or maybe you're thinking, actually, the winter's coming, and another reason you're not exercising because it's dark, and
you're not going to want to go out and exercise,
and the pavements become slippy. Well, whatever the reason is, you then become a prisoner of less mobility. So what we've created here is the perfect way to say yes to life for every age group. You know, whether you're in your 20s and you just don't have that money to go to a gym membership, or you don't have time because you work too much. This comes fully assembled. It weighs just about 5 pounds. You know, it's very, very lightweight. You can store it under a bed, under a sofa. It is going to replace your elliptical, your stair climber, your treadmill, your bicycle, your rowing machine. It is the perfect way for your mother to get going, keep her balance. You know, maybe she's fearful of falling. Maybe she can't reach for those high things on the shelf, you know, in the supermarket. You know, maybe it's an elderly person and you have a friend in a wheelchair. I mean, obviously check with your doctor first, but perfect way. Put the brakes on, get going. My own father, who's 91, he sits here and he's just like, oh, this is great. You know, because it's you just get on it. It's quite fun. It's quite addictive. You know, I've got 5 kids. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym anyhow, but that's one of my excuses. You know? And I think many people, they get to a stage where they just think, no, it's too late. Nothing I can do. Well, that's not an excuse either. We have eliminated all the excuses with this, because just gentle movements, you know, just a movement here. Maybe it's one side of the body or one arm that isn't really working properly, and you're thinking, well, I can't go for a walk with one leg, and I can't swim with one leg. This you can do.
Well, I love the fact it's as little or as much as you want it to be as well. It's at your level, isn't it? Hayley loves the gym. She does. She doesn't get there very often because of what you just said.
I love to exercise. I feel better when I exercise.
But for me, it's the opposite. I don't like exercise. I'm like Fiona, but I know I've got to do something. You've got to keep that movement going, haven't you?
It's movement, but also, and I'm going to use those 2 favourite words that I use in all my shows, Happy dolphins. We know that when you move, when you do exercise, and it could be going to the gym, it could be a long run, whatever you choose, you release endorphins. Those are the feel-good factors. And I think in the world we live now, a lot of us are overwhelmed. You know, we have those moments where you just want to say goodbye to the little, you know, the grey moments, and you want to bring the blue and the sunshine in. Well, doing something is going to make you feel better. It's just your body releases endorphins, happy dolphins.
It does for me, definitely. I know if I exercise first thing in the morning, I have a better
Changes
day.
your day, yeah.
I'm brighter for the day. I'm more with it. I get more done. But if I don't exercise, I'm sluggish, I'm slow. I feel down. It makes me feel low.
You also worry that you haven't done it as well, don't you?
Because I know I've got to move. I'm not naturally slim, and I know if I don't move, the difference it makes to my body visually. But as I'm getting older, also, if you're not moving, it's how it makes a difference to your body in just doing, like Fiona was saying, those everyday things. And if you're not living life to the full, because you can't get down to the shop now, you know, you're not golfing like you used to golf. You're not doing the things you used to do with the family because you can't keep up with everybody. If you don't use it, you do lose it. I think one of the times we really learned that is in lockdown, where I know lots of people felt they aged about 20 years because you weren't doing those things that you normally do. You know, walking down to the shop or going out for a walk with friends. We're meant to move. When we were created, we weren't meant to sit in cars and sit in offices and not do anything physical. We were meant to work the land. We didn't have cars. You know, you walked, you ran. You were meant to exercise. That's what our bodies were developed to do. So the sad thing is, because our lives have changed, it makes it very hard now to get that movement into your everyday. We're so busy, we're time poor. Work takes over our lives, but work is sitting at a desk. You know you need to do something. You know you can feel the difference when you haven't, you know, moved those legs, you haven't walked, perhaps you've been laid up for a while, how quickly those muscles sort of stop working and you've got to build all that back up. This is something that's going to fit into your everyday, that you can grab whilst you're watching the TV, that's right there, not in the spare room and you have to go into the spare room to use it. It's right there by the sofa. So as soon as you've got 5 minutes, and this is the great thing, we're not asking you to change your life and spend 3 hours on this. We're saying a few minutes every day, in the morning, in the evening.
Just get started, just get moving, or let it grow with you with that resistance. You've got amazing resistance in the bands that it come with. I think there's a couple of those extra bands still hanging on. If you, literally single figures. If you do want to add in a couple of extra bands for extra resistance, because that's what it'll give you, isn't it, Fiona? More resistance.
Definitely, and that was actually, we had quite a few customers in Australia saying, love the cardio core, but hey, could we add a bit more resistance? So what we've done is created a set of 2, because you actually only need to put on one each side, and all you do, I don't have my glasses on here, but you just literally pop it, whoops, over the hook here, like that, and then at the bottom, and it offers, I believe, about 65% extra, one on each side.
Right.
So that's all you have to do. And in that way, you know, my teenage daughters are like, yep, loving the extra resistance. Or maybe you started using it and you're thinking, I want a little bit more resistance. So by popular demand, we have created a set of 2 extra bands, but I'm not actually sure there are many of them left. So it just comes straight off very easily. So then you could pass it to your mother who maybe wants less resistance.
It's a bit like putting extra weight, you know, when you put an extra weight onto the machine to make it that little bit heavier. It's making that resistance a little bit stronger. It might be that you want that extra resistance for your arms. Perhaps you're working the arms and you think, well, actually, I could really do with it being a little bit stronger. So pop those if you can get them, and we will try and get them back in stock. But do check your baskets out if you have got them in a basket, because sadly, I think that'll be the last chance we get to mention them, because they are going to disappear very quickly.
283267 is your item number if you want to add those in. Only £5 extra in your PayPal Pay in 3 basket if you're
Remember, you've got
online.
4 on your machine already. So that resistance, and do your own research into why resistance training is so good. But with this machine, you are getting a total body workout whilst you're sat down.
Arms, legs, core, abs. When it arrives, Fiona, there's no complicated build here, is there?
No, we like to literally take the effort out of anything to do with exercising. Look, I can hold it with one finger, and this is actually how it arrives, literally in a box, because if it was in parts, it would go straight back if I received it. So all you have to do is take it out, lift it up with your one finger. We have a little mat it comes with if you want to put it on a wooden floor or stone, a little non-slip mat. And let's just go through what we need to do here. All you have to do is put your feet on the pedal, or maybe you could just put one foot on the pedal if you want to. Just get moving. Now this could be very slow moving, so this is the perfect way to bring steps in to your life, but steps with resistance.
Yes.
And that's so important for bone density, muscle mass, for strengthening. Look at the range of motion here. Maybe you're thinking, goodness me, my leg used to move like that, but it doesn't anymore. Look at the muscles activating, the lower leg, the upper, all the way to the core. Let's talk about the core. Every time I'm moving my leg, I'm actually activating the core. So you can officially say goodbye to doing sit-ups or crunches or those things that I never used to do anyhow. But you need to do, because this is an important part of the body to keep strong. We can then move on to the upper body. Now pulling it in with the hands over the top, this is actually doing the back part of the arm here. Now is this the part of the arm that has made you say goodbye to a lot of your tops because you just don't like it? Well, this is going to help tone it. This is already, by holding this is already toned. It's tightened all the way through to the back area. If you take it the other way around and put your hands underneath, look at the front of my arms now. It's the biceps. It is the forearms. This is a very good way to do your upper body. But if you start moving the legs and the arms together, we're talking a total upper body. Look at the leg muscles, the arm. You know, that actually does look like I go to the gym. But I can officially say 100%, I have never been to the gym except once to get a glass of water. And that is the God's honest truth. But this is the perfect way. I'm sitting back, I'm relaxing. I could have a nice cup of tea. We're chatting. We're not hot and sweaty. We're not like, oh, that cardio was exhausting. No, this is sneaky cardio. This is sneaky core. This is an effortless way to help everybody. And I think I really can say everybody, to help them say yes to life.
Well, you can do as little or as much, and obviously always check with your GP if you've perhaps had any operation or anything, but so often, you know, we need to move, don't we? I know when my mum had her hips done and things, like, you know, you've got to start moving.
Straight away.
You know, you want to get that strength. So, but obviously always check with your GP. But I think, like Fiona says, this is for absolutely everyone to get you started. Perhaps you're lost, you know you need to do something and you don't even know where to start. This is your starting point. Or perhaps you are into exercise but you just can't afford to get to the gym anymore, or you haven't got the time to go to the gym. Remember, this is like having your treadmill, it's like having your cross trainer, it's like having your rowing machine. You can get so much exercise in with this whilst you're at home. Perhaps you've just had a little baby and you don't want anything noisy, you can't leave the little one on their own, but while they're sleeping...
But if you want to get this right now, hundreds of you literally have still got it in baskets. So we are going to have to move away and give you a couple of minutes to check your baskets out and confirm those orders. Remember, it's the launch price, the lowest price we've done. You've got PayPal paying £21.98 on your first of 3 payments. 491928 is the item number, but it's not yours until you confirm and you check out.
And when we launched it, do you know what happened?
Sold out.
Sold out completely. We got a vast amount of stock, but that stock is, like Sean said, depleting really, really quickly. Checking it out, that's your first step to perhaps a happier, healthier you. Get your life back. Start living again because you're feeling more confident in your walking and your everyday tasks. Please grab this while the stock is there. But whilst we move away, it's all about well-being. And we've got a product that is it's well-being from the inside out. Yeah,
so many of you have gone for our liquid collagen that we've got for you. This is an easily absorbed collagen because it's liquid. It's 10,000 milligrams per serving. And why do we need collagen? Because it naturally depletes in our body from the 20s. When we get into our 20s, it starts to deplete, and that depletion affects so many different things.
Well, collagen is, we're full of collagen when we're born. It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. So when you look in the mirror and you start to see the lines, the wrinkles, the sagginess to the skin, that can be that lack of collagen, like Sean says, that goes from your early 20s, which is very depressing. In women and men, I don't know why the chart just says women, but it is worse for women through their 50s. You know, when they're going through that time in life, they lose even more collagen. But it's not just about how you look, it's also about how you feel. Collagen is in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments. So, you know, when you start to get out of bed feeling old, you get out of that low car and think, I'm going to have to change or that low chair, or you've been gardening and you just can't move like you used to. Again, that can be the depletion of collagen. So doesn't it make sense if you were lacking in iron And they said, take an iron capsule. You're like, oh gosh, yeah, of course I will. If you're thirsty, you'd have a glass of water to get the balance back. So doesn't it make sense to take collagen? And our liquid collagen has given people benefits in so many different ways.
Yeah, we always say individual results may vary and people will see different results themselves. But imagine if you had less aches and pains in muscles and joints. Imagine if it gave you firmer skin or stronger hair and stronger nails. Remember, this is quick absorption collagen because it's a liquid. It's 10,000 milligrams per serving and the flavour's gorgeous. It's a lovely, fresh, natural berry flavour.
And it's lovely at cold out the fridge.
Yeah, great first thing in the morning.
And if I can recommend taking it in the morning, because lots of people, the benefit that should be in a little pink box there is, but a lot of people find it gives them energy.
They do, yeah. It's got hyaluronic acid in there, but lots of multivitamins in there as well. If you can multi-order, please do, because the longer you take it, the better the benefits.
Now, Diane always brings us this product. She's a lovely guest, but she's also really great at explaining what a difference collagen can actually make.
Diane joins us. Now, your background is beauty. You were a beauty therapist for a number of years, and you still are, really.
Absolutely. So, background, yes, all about beauty, anything to do with skin and health and how we can treat the body and really look after the largest living organ. I mean, simple as.
Liquid collagen has blown me away.
Liquid collagen is, now we originally started to develop this just for skin, and then we had the benefits of it's amazing for not only skin, but for hair, for nails, and for joints. So if you think about collagen, we know over 70% of the body, of the skin, is made up of collagen, but over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen.
Gosh.
And we deplete that year after year after year.
So that can be your joints, your ligaments.
Your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. Collagen is the building block of everything within the body.
And this is the depletion we're talking about.
And we see ourselves as we age, but we feel as we age as well, don't we?
And it might be something as simple as, you know, a roll over in bed isn't just a quick flip, or a get up from the couch isn't as easy as what it used to be. You go for a walk and you feel a bit stiffer, or you exercise and it takes you more than a couple of days to recover. So this collagen is great because it literally, you are going to take one shot per day for 10,000 milligrams of collagen.
Now that's important, the dosage, isn't it?
That's huge, absolutely. So really, there's lots of other collagen brands out there. Some of them might be 4,000, 5,000, 8,000. This is 10,000 milligrams and it's only one shot. Wow. That's the other beauty. And it's in a liquid formulation.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great.
It tastes great. I've got mine in my fridge. It tastes amazing. Every morning my body wants it.
Absolutely. And when you don't take it, that's when you know, don't you?
Isn't it amazing?
I find I'm more tired. So, you know, out and about a lot. If I miss a day or two, it's amazing how I notice my energy levels start to decline. But when I take it regularly, every day, you know, one of these bottles will last you 3 weeks, 20 days, and a 25ml shot each and every day.
Okay.
But for me, it's part of my morning routine. Wake up, open the fridge, out comes the milk for the coffee, out comes the collagen's taken, the kettle's on, it goes back, and I'm done. And it's the simplicity of it that is beautiful.
It is that super boost. Now, when it comes to advanced liquid collagen, it is about all those results. The flavour is gorgeous, but it's going to help with things like skin, hair, nails. There's so many benefits.
Absolutely. And this is the way, you know, topically, we're great at sort of working on the face area, maybe the hands, but we're not as great with the body skin, okay? This treats literally from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in one 25ml shot.
Because we notice the difference under our arms, don't we, as we age? our legs at top of your knees.
Exactly.
What goes on?
The texture changes, the skin changes. You're losing those fatty acids. The collagen is depleting. So this is a super simplistic way. Take one shot each and every day. And it's the 25ml. That's what gets me. It's that one little baby shot. The measuring cap comes literally as your measure. So the cap comes, it's included. Take one of those, but you are treating from up here down to the base of your tippy toes.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Beauty from inside out, but it's not just about your skin and your hair and your nails, it is about your joints as well. I've got mum onto this, she's in her 80s, her next birthday she's 86. It's never too late, is it, to make that difference?
It's never too late. I have a neighbour of mine who calls it his magic potion. Joe is 86 and he's like, I've run out of the magic stuff, Diane, where is it? And his wife Margaret, she's about 82, Margaret comes along, you got any magic potion? I've got magic potion for you. But I think it's that whole, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more stiff, if you just don't feel that you've got the energy you used to have, or maybe you're trying to recover from an operation, you know, sometimes, or you've been on like meds for lots of years, and sometimes your body just needs that boost. This is a great way, a healthy way, because it's packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen, so they're the most prolific and abundant in the body naturally. It's also got the gorgeous hyaluronic acid in there. Now, we love that for skin, but we also love it for joint mobility and motion. We've then got things like vitamin C. We've got B4, B5, B7, B6, B12. It is absolutely packed.
They're all vitamins we hear constantly our bodies should have, aren't they?
Totally. So all the vitamins are packed in here. We need obviously the vitamin C to help it get all around the system. But we've then got things like biotin. So with your hair, if you're struggling with fine hair, lots of breakage, perfect. If your nails feel really, really weak, I mean, I've laughed now, my nail girl is like, not again. Every 2 weeks she's like, do they need cutting again?
Why are they growing so quick?
Because they're growing so quickly, and she's literally like, no gel on you, you can only have polish these days, because it's just like, it's a super thickness. So it really is about, it's about strength, it's about sort of helping to repair and rebuild what's natural in the system through one single shot.
One delicious shot that for so many people can create so many benefits, and just giving you a few ideas there of the benefits of liquid collagen. But do check your baskets through. Half price deal, multi-order if you can, because the longer you take it, the better those results. But people notice some difference in their aches and pains, because collagen is in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments.
Yeah, it's about replacing that collagen that we naturally lose from our early 20s. So if it is aches and pains in muscles and joints, firmer skin, stronger hair and nails, so many benefits, and different people see different benefits.
Lots of people notice a difference in hair and nails, but firmer skin. So please, just get this home. It's like going to the gym. You can't have one little drink of this and you can't go to the gym for a day and all of a sudden you've got the body that you want. So the idea is to get into the habit of taking this every single day. If you can, I would say first thing in the morning, because lots of people do mention how it gives them energy, and get into the habit of that. We've got ours in the fridge and we take it every single morning, and you will be blown away, I think, with the difference it can make. But I would multi-order, because you will be gutted if you only take the one bottle and then you can't get hold of it, because you really notice the difference when you're not taking it.
Yeah, you do. 460114, the item number. As Hayley said, multi-order, you'll only pay one postage there. The longer you take it, the better the benefits. But we've got to get back for the end of the show to Cardio Core, one of Fiona Summers' great pieces of equipment. It's the best-selling piece of equipment at the moment. We only had it on one show previously, and the stock all sold out. There are hundreds of you who have gone for it tonight.
Hundreds still in baskets.
Still in baskets.
So check that basket through. It is your first step to a healthier you in, honestly, the easiest possible way. And the reason we know it's the easiest possible way is the fact that we're using it right here. We've got it at home, and it's a simple way to do a full body workout and work in the core as well. But also because Fiona, well, her husband's designed this, and Fiona is really passionate about, she doesn't like exercise. She's never been someone that's wanted to go to a gym, but she does appreciate that we need to move, and she wants to live and keep fit, be able to do the things that she wants to do. And if you're not living life to the full because perhaps you don't walk so well now, perhaps you do get out of breath quite easily, perhaps you do struggle carrying the shopping and things, this is for you as a complete sort of beginning to your exercise, a really easy way to exercise. Obviously, if you've had any operations and things, always check with your doctor and your GP, but they want you to move. They want you to get that strength into the body. However, if you are really into exercise, these are resistance bands, and these are allowing you to really get that workout. So you can use this as easy or as difficult, really, as you wish, but getting that total body workout while you're sitting down.
Yeah, full body. 491928 is the item number, 21.98 on your first of 3 PayPal payments. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to find everything. But Fiona, who we've talked about, is here with us. Fiona Summers joins us for the show. We talk about fitness and Fiona. People will look at you and think, she's always down the gym.
She's a gym buddy.
Not the truth, is it?
I'm actually queen of lazy. I am. I'm allergic to gyms. I mean, once to get a glass of water and that's about it. No, I'm time poor. I have 5 children, and we create pieces of equipment that are effortless. We create, pieces of equipment that are going to help us age strong. We don't want movement to be a punishment. And as we get older, my husband's 62. And a lot of his movements are punishments. He's had ankle fusions, he's had hip replacements. Things change. I'm losing muscle mass. I need to deal with resistance training, strength training. So we're creating things actually for ourselves that we can do whilst we sit on the sofa and have a cup of tea. But yes, I've decided that actually I want to help people worldwide. I want to help people say yes to life with effortless ways of bringing strength training, resistance training, cardiovascular, releasing endorphins, helping boost energy. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning and we're just like, woo, we're flying. There's only one reason for that, because we're actually doing some movements, and these movements are going to help us say yes to life. I love that expression, say yes to life, because I think so many people as they get older, they just say, look, it's too late. There's nothing I can do. Well, no, with everything we've created, and I think particularly with my newly named Sneaky Cardio Core product, this is a great way of bringing cardio, which we must do, get the heart going, the lungs going, release those happy endorphins to help with those overwhelming moments in life that we all have. It's going to help with core. Maybe you're somebody like me that's felt really guilty that they never have done sit-ups and crunches, and how do you even... I think I tried to do them once and I put my neck out. And then there's my husband saying, well, if I do those, if I get on the floor, I never will get up again. A lot of reasons why we don't do things. This does it for you.
Yeah.
But also by just gently pulling it in from the upper arms, you could take it from under as well. You've got the arms. So here we've got the arms, we've got the legs, and actually in between the arms and the legs are the core muscles. But also it's range of motion as well. Maybe your legs just don't move nicely. I mean, look at these muscles being activated here, all the way down to the calf muscles. Maybe look at this ankle flexion. Maybe you're thinking, actually, when I step, my ankle doesn't move like that anymore. Maybe it's the knees. My husband's now working on having operations on his knees as well, because he's like, my knees are terrible. And that's another reason why many of us don't, do impactful leaping and jumping, like you're saying, I don't want to be pounding the pavement.
No. You can't.
I can't. I know cardio, we're looking at really working out, and that cardio workout is really important, but I can't do it because my knees, if I bounce around or if I go running or anything bouncy, my knees will swell up the next day, so I can't. No. But this is what you call sneaky cardio, because we are getting a cardio workout without bouncing around and getting really hot and sweaty.
Definitely. And also I think many people, they say, look, I can't do anything because of my back. A lot of people have difficulties with their back. Well, we're actually sitting. I'm fully supported. I'm actually kind of lying down here.
And we're not putting any pressure on the back.
Exactly. So this is a great, and again, if you look at reviews worldwide, a lot of people say, well, I've got this and I've got that going on with my back and I just couldn't do anything. But look at me. I've got a really comfy pillow here. I'm almost lying down, but I'm pedaling my way to better fitness, better mobility. I mean, the summer has now almost come and gone, but maybe you've not done things in the summer because things just don't work.
And then the winter's more frightening because we stop doing even more things because it's wet and it's dark.
Yeah, we don't want to go out, do we, in that weather?
There's a huge long list of reasons why not to do things, and I think we make up a lot of those reasons, but genuinely, slippery pavements, you don't want to fall over, dark nights, you don't want to go out. Well, this is in the comfort of your own home. This is at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want to do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. First thing in the morning, take it out, look at it. Comes fully assembled. Look, there's me just sitting on the sofa there, looking super energized. You can do it really fast. Gentle movements here. This could just be whilst you're watching television. Just the leg muscles here. Honestly, there is so much that you can do on this for all levels, whether you're 20 years old and you can't afford to go to the gym, you don't really want to go out in between, working at home, whether it's like me, mother of 5 children. I've got no time to do any exercising and I'm allergic to the gym. Maybe it's your father. My own father's 91 years old. He can pick it up. I could pick it up with one finger. Look at that, just one finger. It comes fully assembled. That is how it comes.
That's great.
Out of the box, ready to go.
And that's how it stores under the bed, under
exactly.
the sofa.
Just pop it under the sofa. I always said to my husband, whatever we create, do not have any assembly, because I, for one, would send back anything that has to be assembled. I want people to be able to just look at it and use it and go, yes, I know what it's doing immediately. So with this, all you need to do to start with, like my husband actually could only do one leg. He's like, oh, I can't go for a walk with one leg. I said, but you can do your cardio core with one leg. So start with one leg, just little movements maybe, or bigger movements, fast movements. Do the upper body with your hands over it to do the back area. Maybe this is a part of your arm that you now have said goodbye to a whole load of tops because you don't like it. Or put them back in your drawer, just tone it with this. Or you can use the hands underneath and you can start doing your biceps. You could just do the upper arms if you feel your legs are strong. Or let's focus on doing the other moves, which are perfect to activate your core muscles, your arm muscles, your leg muscles. Now, activating, we're talking strength training, we're talking resistance training, bone density, muscle mass, moderate intensity aerobic activity. Huge benefits of that for helping reduce the risk of things like strokes and type 2 diabetes and helping regulate cholesterol. I mean, just huge benefits. Also, burning calories.
Yeah.
These are big muscles. Every muscle I'm using now is actually going to burn calories. So maybe the summer's come and gone and there's been a few extra strawberries and cream and ice cream and you're thinking, actually, I can't get half my clothes on for the winter. That's a great reason at all. Yeah. And for me, one of the biggest benefits, and you say it all the time, and I love those 2 words that I use on every show, happy dolphins. We know that by doing movements like this, the body automatically releases endorphins, happy dolphins. And I think so many of us, the blue moments, you're feeling overwhelmed. This is going to help you feel more energized. And actually, if you use some energy during the day, it can help you, sleep better at night. So I just think there's so many benefits, but we're having fun. We're sitting, we're chatting. Yeah. Have a nice cup of tea, whatever, whilst you're sitting. Watch your television. I could be on a really important Zoom call. They wouldn't even know about it. Honestly, you could just interrupt your sitting. I spent years telling people, get off the sofa. You should not be on the sofa. Now I'm saying, okay.
Sofa's okay.
Sit back down.
Permission to stay on the sofa, but just interrupt your sitting.
But if you want to get hold of it, now is the time. You have got to confirm your orders. We're still getting more people joining us. Hundreds of you right now with these in baskets. Please don't miss out. You will get...
Only second time to wear.
Yes, it is.
First time sold out completely. We got a nice amount of stock back in, but my goodness, so many now in baskets. You do desperately need to check those baskets out. And if you don't check that basket out, you are going to kick yourself when you get into the winter and you do slow down and you think, I don't feel so able anymore. Yeah. Get yourself moving. Something easy that fits into your everyday, that's not in the spare room, that's right there by the sofa. And when you sit down to watch the news in the morning, just get it out and start watching the news whilst you're doing a bit of exercising. Get into the habit, just like brushing your teeth. Let it be an everyday thing. But this, one piece of equipment, the more I see this, the more different pieces of equipment in the gym this actually is. It's phenomenal. And do your own research on resistance training, why that is so important to the girls and the guys, but especially the girls. But it is in so many pieces of fitness equipment at the gym, resistance training, resistance bands, and so beneficial to the body. But this allows you to work the whole body.
Storage-wise, it's brilliant. It takes up no space at all. It arrives fully assembled. You don't have to do anything to it. And $21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments with PayPal Pay in 3. 491928. Still lots of you adding it to baskets. Confirm your orders and check those baskets out. Got to say huge thank you to Fiona, as always, for joining us.
Oh, it's been lovely being here again. I'm super energized now at 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're good to go for hours.
Absolutely, and that is the thing with exercise. It does give you that energy for the rest of the day. So get into the habit of using this every single morning, but do check those baskets out.
See you later.